typing away over there?
You know, I can type 60-some words a minute.
Really? Pretty good.
We were on a family vacation to Galena, in fact, and we had tons of outdoor stuff planned, but the weather was all crappy. It was raining, and so me and my brother and sister were so bored. I downloaded a typing program. I'm like, remember the old fish typing game in grade school? I'm like, we're gonna fucking do this.
Rob's Roundtable.
God darn it!
Got him every time.
Not every time.
What's up, live streamers? How you doing? Whoever's on.
Oh yeah, we'll pull it up here.
We're doing running back tiers to start this off. We're doing wide receiver tiers, tight end tiers, and hot takes to finish it. But this, for the YouTube audience, running back tiers. Also, I have a question. Do you want a shot of this whiskey?
No, I don't.
I do.
Told you before. I don't like peanut butter, and that looks disgusting.
Well, you're not a man that appreciates his fine whiskey?
You got a snifter for me or a rocks glass?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna have one. I'm trying not to drink as much.
Okay, we are live.
Drinking whiskey is
Keep the chat.
not exactly the best way to go about it. But running back tiers, I have a stat of the day for you. Jonathan Taylor has more games in the last 3 years than CMC. Bet you didn't guess that.
Well, didn't he miss 10 games in one season 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that?
McCaffrey missed the whole year last year, essentially.
Well,
so that just tells me that McCaffrey has stayed healthy the previous 2 years.
Yes, but McCaffrey's only been healthy 2 out of 5 years.
McCaffrey has missed 14, and JT has missed 16 the last 3 years.
Okay.
But my thing is, I like both of them.
What about
like no one talks about JT as injury prone or like worried about him where he's going into the second round, but everyone's like can't take McCaffrey. So I feel like I'll take both of them because I don't care, right? I don't care.
Yeah, I actually am in on JT at that price, and you get a guy who was the #1 overall running back in 1 year at a really decent price. He's cheaper than McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's been the #1 overall running back 2 years in RB2.
But he's more expensive and
a little bit
dealing with some chronic stuff where JT stuff is one-off stuff. Come on, Achilles tendonitis? That can't be
something.
good. Yeah.
Okay, RB tiers. I do have one quick thing for you per usual. Did you hear what Baker said about running over that guy in his first game on the Bucks?
No.
He ran over a Vikings defender week 1, 2 years ago.
I remember that.
It's hilarious. I was bricked up. This is a quote. I was bricked up. A little rush of blood below the belt line never hurt anybody. So essentially, he had a boner from running over somebody, which is so Baker. It's so Baker.
That feels like Baker from Cleveland, not Baker from...
No, that's Baker from the Bucks. That's Baker from the Bucks.
Baker. Okay.
So, oh man, like the quote of a little blood flow below the belt never hurt anybody. Tell that to the Golden State Killer victims, okay? Because that hurt a lot of people. Now it's not going to hurt him, but playing with a boner dangerous.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman once dislocated his dick. It can happen. You have to have a big dick. I don't know about Baker.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone's riding you and it pops out. It's happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of us are big enough to break your dick. You need to be big.
No.
Like 9+ inches. I did the math.
You did the math on
No,
this?
I didn't. I'm just making this up. Okay, running back tiers. We are going Fantasy Pros.
I pulled up, here's Jonathan Taylor's injury history.
Yeah.
Right? So a lot of foot stuff there.
A lot of foot stuff.
And here, Christian.
What do we got?
Pull up his.
McCaffrey's looks bad. It's
Yeah.
all over. It's
Look
all
at
on
it.
the right side of his body.
Plus, I don't know, what do you have, a heart attack or something? That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Took some Viagra. Okay, running back tiers. This is Fantasy Pros ECR. We're going half-point PPR. Half-point PPR. The first...
So, point per reception?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I love how they say that. First tier, 3 names. Bijan Robinson, as you say, he changed his name. Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, and Jahmyr Gibbs.
You know he's got his own mustard?
Really?
Bijan's Dijon.
Yeah, that's good.
Dijon.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is this,
Well,
is
sorry,
this
what
the
was
way you
the tier
have it? Bijan, Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs.
I lump Derrick Henry, Ashton Genty, and Jonathan Taylor all in one big tier
Cut
1.
in half point.
Because I think any one of those 6 guys can finish as the running back 1.
Yeah, but safety-wise, right?
Safety-wise, Bijan's probably the safest out of all those.
Tell me about this tier. You have Bijan at 1, or do you have Saquon?
I have Bijan, Saquon, Jahmyr. What do they got?
The same.
Okay.
In full PPR, are you tempted to put Gibbs and draft Gibbs over Barkley?
Yeah, a little bit, because you have to assume, not assume, but we can speculate that the Eagles will be more pass-heavy this year. They had relative to last year, their schedule is much harder. I think they have the 5th toughest schedule this year per Warren Sharp. So, and their pass rate was really, really low last year. So you have to assume some things break a different way and they pass more, which brings Saquon's overall value down a little bit. And but Gibbs is an ascending talent. Montgomery's probably on the downslope. You got to figure that that's going to shift from 50-50 to more Gibbs. So in a full PPR, I think you move Gibbs up over, what's his name?
It seems silly though, just because like everyone talking about Barkley regression, like he can regress 30% in every category and still be the RB2 or 3, where Gibbs is more a projection with maybe Montgomery plays less, maybe they pass. I'm of the camp that he's going to have more receptions this year. He is not actually panned out as a receiver.
It is a projection. I completely understand that, but that's kind of how we have to approach, especially at the top of drafts. We have to find the guys that are going to take the next step. And so, there's a reason that where did Gibbs finish last year?
Really high. I think 3.
Okay, that's crazy.
But it was also Montgomery missed games, and he scored an insane amount of touchdowns, where I feel like Gibbs this year is going to score way less touchdowns. When I say way less, like instead of 20 total touchdowns, he has like 15.
Yeah.
But he's going to have, 50 receptions, which is low for a player of his skill set. I think he can have 70 receptions this year, which will balance out more in full PPR than it will in half.
So where do you have Gibbs?
It's so tough because in best ball, I've kind of been just whoever falls to me. In full PPR, I've been taking Gibbs over Barkley. Half, I take Barkley. I just want the touchdowns.
Okay.
And the rushing yards, right, are more valuable.
So, but he did. So he didn't finish number 1 last year, right? Like, there's no, because that's what AI says.
Barkley was 1.5.
Okay. Yeah,
Bijan
Barkley
was 2.
crushed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in full PPR, Barkley wasn't 1. I think Bijan was ahead of him.
Really?
Yeah. Because Bijan had 70 catches.
I mean,
that's just the difference, man. That's a big difference. Like, those catches are huge.
You have to assume that, and I think if we look back at the second half of last year, the later we got into the season, the more work that Bijan took inside the 10, in the red zone, the green zone, inside the 20, inside the 10. And Tyler Algier, I think it was a 50-50 split to start. I'm pretty sure it was 80% Bijan towards the end. So I think Bijan, if you wanted to tier this up, Bijan is probably number 1. And
regardless of the format.
And then I could see Derrick Henry doing it again. I could see 14 touchdowns from Henry. Ashton Genty, I mean, he's a rookie, but that is a team that's on the rise. They got a much better quarterback. They've got Pete Carroll. It's not some scrub there anymore. And then Jonathan Taylor's already done it. So for me,
you're jumping into the later second tier already.
I know that.
Let's talk about that tier.
Okay.
So Ashton Genty is at 4 to start the second tier. Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Devon Achane, Josh Jacobs, and Jonathan Taylor to round out the second tier in half PPR. Who is most likely, from your answer, you're going to say Genty and Henry are the most likely, possibly Taylor to jump in? McCaffrey, is he in this tier for you?
No, he drops down to tier 2 for me.
Tier 3, you're saying?
Well, if tier 1A is Bijan.
Yeah. You have a bigger first tier.
I do. I've got 6 in the first tier because I can see any one of those 6.
Let's stick to the way they have it. And you think Genty and Henry definitely have...
Of those, Genty, Henry, and Taylor are the most likely for me to finish number 1 overall. If I were to order them, it'd be Henry, Genty, Taylor.
Let's talk about Genty for a second.
Okay.
What is his upside? Genty versus McCaffrey for me is a big debate. Because I know McCaffrey's risky, but like you can't say Genty's not risky. I know his workload is supposed to be huge, but he's still a rookie and a questionable offense. We'll call it that. What is Genty's reception and touchdown upside? Both.
Upside for Genty is
receptions and touchdowns.
50 receptions.
Okay, it's not that high.
I know, but
touchdown upside.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Overall touchdowns. Total touchdowns.
Total touchdowns. Genty rookie year. You're talking true upside, like upside.
Yeah. What could in the
16,
the range of
16 touchdowns.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Trust me, I get it.
What's McCaffrey's reception? Because we know
McCaffrey,
this.
I don't know.
Receptions and touchdowns are where, especially in full PPR, is where the money's made.
Probably not 90 anymore, but 75 to 80.
Okay, and touchdowns.
Touchdowns, I don't think that he's going to crack 12. I think his upside.
You think his upside's 12?
Yeah,
that offense.
I am very concerned that the 49ers realize that they've got an issue with health for their players, and they're going to spread the ball.
But he's going to be on the field in the goal line, in the red zone.
Potentially.
Come on, man.
Possibly.
No,
possibly.
You cannot tell me Genty's 16 touchdown upside and McCaffrey's 12. McCaffrey has more touchdown upside than Genty. It's not even close.
He used to. He's older.
So I'll tell you mine. I think
Yeah.
Genty's a 13 touchdown upside player,
Mhm.
and I think CMC it's up to 18. We just saw James
18.
Cook. We just saw Jahmyr Gibbs score 20. So you can't
Yeah.
tell me that Christian McCaffrey can't. In that schedule. You can't.
I believe. Well, you've got Isaac Guerrero there, and Kyle Shanahan has dealt with Christian McCaffrey being unavailable for 60% of the games over the last 5 years. That's a lot, and it's a lot to ask him. I get when they get in the heat of the moment, like it's easier just to say McCaffrey, go in and do your thing. But if he gets caught again by the ankle and he has another Achilles tendonitis flare up, you're in real trouble if you draft him.
The heat of the moment is the quote, though, because, it's like, oh, I'm going to wear a condom. And in the heat of the moment, you don't. Kyle Shanahan never wears condoms.
It's bad. It's gotten him in trouble. You think
I
at some
know,
point you
but-
learn your lesson.
Dude, maybe he won't. Okay, Henry, you love. Talk about the other couple guys. 7, 8, 9. A-Chain, Jacobs, and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Like, give me your upside play, your floor play. What do you have?
Upside is Josh Jacobs, and that is a lot on the Packers offense. Everything okay with it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So the upside there, I'm sorry, you said it was Jacobs. Who else is in there? A-Chain.
Jacobs, and the last one is Taylor.
I'm sorry. Floor play is Josh Jacobs. That is, he's our steady Eddie. Marshawn Lloyd has shown up hurt again. Now, what's his name? Matt LaFleur did say that he avoided a long-term injury, so that's good. But the problem with Marshawn Lloyd is he can't stay healthy. Emmanuel Wilson has never really proven to be a reliable backup. So from a floor player perspective, Jacobs is the guy. Upside is definitely Achane. I think Achane has 90-plus reception upside in that offense, especially with them getting rid of Jonnu Smith. And his efficiency is probably going to come down, but he's been an extremely efficient guy. He's not getting 18-plus carries a game, but he's going to get 5, 6, 8 targets a game.
So we're set with this as a second tier. Like, we're pretty comfortable. We're not moving anyone off this besides you with McCaffrey, possibly.
Well, McCaffrey is above Achane for me.
McCaffrey or Bucky Irving, who's the start of the third tier?
McCaffrey.
Okay. So let's move on to the third tier. 10 through 16. Bucky Irving, Chase Brown, Kyron Williams, Breece Hall, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, and Alvin Kamara.
That's a big group that
It's a
they
big
got
group.
there. Yeah.
And I would definitely stop it probably. I want to stop it at Kyron or Breece Hall.
Okay.
But with what we saw with James Cook last year, it is hard because his Vegas prop is still 10 touchdowns. So, like, it's hard to say that a guy that's projected for 10-plus touchdowns is going to be in the fourth tier. But Chase Brown.
So if you want a guy that is not looked at as as one of those top 6, 8 guys, but somebody that has the potential to finish top 3 overall, it's Chase Brown for me. You looked at some of the advanced metrics, his yards per carry towards the end of the year. Second half was a lot better.
Yeah,
his
it's
yards
same
per,
with Bucky Irving.
yeah,
Same with
same.
that
Well,
situation.
and they're very close to my
Difference
rankings.
is Bucky Irving did that without an injury. He kind of just overtook the guy, which Rashad White's a better player than Zach Moss. Now,
Yep.
Chase Brown had needed an injury. Whether he would have done it without the injury to Zach Moss, I think he would have. But just think about that for a second. Chase Brown needed an injury.
Yeah, but look, well, who's behind Chase Brown right now?
They just released Zach Moss. By the way.
So you've got Samaje Perine, our third down back, third down specialist.
Yeah,
You've
it's
got
bad. It's really
rookie
bad.
Taj Brooks out of Texas Tech,
I like him.
who is a good prospect, especially you look at his stats from the combine, and then Gary Brightwell, and that's it.
Gary Brightwell.
Yeah,
Sounds like made up.
yeah. They don't even
Who
have
names their kid Gary anymore? Gary Gaetti. But
Hey,
yeah, I love
the
that.
rat.
He is the rat.
Anyway, yeah, for me, Chase Brown is, especially with that offense, the offensive line is going to be as bad as it was last year, if not a little worse. So they're playing catch-up mode to me, and Chase Brown catches a lot of passes out of the backfield. He's got a nose for the end zone. He's very good inside the 10. Very good inside the 10. So Chase Brown, I think, he's my sleeper to finish in the top 3.
All right, real quick, anyone that's watching the live stream, we'll answer all the questions at the end of the episode.
We appreciate you guys.
So you have Chase Brown the highest. I think he is actually in the second tier for me. Kyron Williams and Breece Hall. So do you have Bucky ahead of those guys?
I have Bucky ahead of Kyron. Kyron is the last of my second
What do you
tier.
think of Breece Hall? So you're
I'm
just
way
pretty much
down.
at
I'm
consensus.
way down. on
You're
Breece
at
Hall.
consensus at Kyron.
Where do they have Breece Hall? I'll tell you where I got
13.
him. I got him at 17. I guess I'm not way down, but
So-
I'm down on Breece Hall.
Kyron.
And I'll tell you why
is-
when we get there.
You're at consensus with Kyron.
12? Yeah. So Kyron doesn't catch a ton of passes, but he is Sean McVay's guy.
Yeah.
And until proven otherwise, I'm going to stick with Sean McVay's guy.
It's a very fruitful role. We'll say this, and he just gives the ball to the guy until he doesn't. But the difference is that they don't really like lose a lot of work. They either like dominate the touches or they're off the team.
True.
And I don't see Kyron Williams being off the team.
I don't see.
So that's the difference, right? With
Who did they draft this year?
Jacquez Hunter.
Yeah, Jarquez Hunter.
And then they still have Blake.
They got Blake Corum. I don't foresee. Jarquez he was fine at Auburn. He was nothing special. He's probably he's a top 20% guy, but he's not going to push Kyron for the job. So Sean McVay loves his 3-down back. And, I mean, we say that Kyron doesn't really catch passes, but I've literally witnessed with my own eyes Kyron catching a wild dump-off from Matthew Stafford in the wild card game.
He's a dump-off guy.
Yeah.
He's not a receiver. Where, like, Hunter is more
Well,
of a
we
dynamic
know that
player.
offensive line is going to be worse this year. So that, a little leak out, wheel routes, whatever it is, opens
Brees
up.
Hall.
Yeah, I'm down on him. 17.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Why? I don't have mine in front of me. I have him there.
Okay.
I have him ahead of James Cook.
So
ahead
there's
of Kenneth Walker.
The biggest reason is Brees Hall is not tied to this organization after this year. And at some point, we're talking to Justin Fields, who has really never put a winning season together. I mean, yes, he was a winning quarterback last year until he got removed from his position. But when this team starts faltering and they end up, their win total's 5.5.
It's crazy. You got to bet the over on that one, right?
No, I don't think so.
I'm smacking.
So it's a terrible roster.
So you're saying the
But
Jets are the same as the Browns and the Saints?
Fine, I don't care. When they win 7 games, when they win 8
Yeah,
games, they're
there
not
you go.
going to the playoffs. At some point, this team has got to see what they have in Braylon Allen. Why would you keep giving Brees Hall the ball when you've got this young stud of a man behind him who's ready to why would you not see what he can do with a full-time look? There's no reason that Brees Hall will not be on this team next year. There's no reason for this organization to feature him as a feature back. And if he's not a feature back, he's a 3rd-down back.
He's definitely the X factor of this group because Brees Hall, like Kyron's upside is capped. Let's not talk about Bucky and Chase Brown. We're talking about the guys below this. Brees Hall has the most upside of Kyron, Brees Hall, Kyron, James Cook, Kenneth Walker, and Kamara. He has the most upside to like vault into top 6.
Who does?
Brees Hall. Because we know he's a good player. He's a great pass catcher. And if the offense is better than we think it is, with a dual threat quarterback with some touchdown equity and dump downs, Brees Hall has a chance if he gets 300 touches, which I know it's a big if.
That's not possible.
It is possible.
It's possible.
It's way more possible than James Cook getting 300 touches.
I don't disagree with that, but
it's better situation.
Yeah,
I get that.
Like there's
Better
no
player,
you're
Brees
not-
Hall or James Cook?
Better player, Brees Hall.
Okay. Better
But-
player, Brees Hall, Kyron Williams.
Better role, James Cook or Brees Hall.
Oh, James Cook.
Yes.
In terms of like when he gets the ball, he's gonna be more efficient, but better role in terms of
Volume outweighs talent at the running back position. Always has, always will.
Okay, so
And
Brees
when-
Hall's better then.
Braylon Allen is not a scrub, dude. Like
Neither is Ray Davis.
I agree.
And neither
wait
is
till,
they love Ty Johnson.
Wait till we get to the hot take show.
And Josh Allen. Like, okay, I can't wait. Kenneth Walker and Kamara, real quick. Are you fine with them being in this tier? I feel like they're a tier below.
They're a tier below for
Kenneth
me.
Walker is the upside play.
Where do they got him?
15 to 16.
Okay, yeah.
Alvin Kamara is the ultimate floor play, which is just catching 70 balls and maybe having 7 touchdowns.
Kenneth Walker is the start of tier 3 for me, and Alvin Kamara is right in the middle because he's definitely your floor play guy.
These tiers they have huge tiers. See, mine are so much smaller. Let's go on to the tier 4 here.
Okay.
This is literally 10 names. Marion Hampton, Chuba Hubbard, James Conner, David Montgomery, DeAndre Swift, Travion Henderson, R.J. Harvey, Joe Mixon, who we can drop out of that, so we'll not have him there, Aaron Jones, Caleb Johnson, and Tony Pollard. That is a giant tier. So let's just break it into 2.
That is a big tier. Yeah.
So Marion Hampton has risen like crazy.
Where do they got him
RB 17.
Okay.
But I'm saying in best balls, I have seen him go ahead of Brees Hall. I've seen him go ahead of Kyron Williams. I've seen him go RB 11.
I can see taking him over Brees. I can't see taking him over Kyron.
I
That's
can't
weird.
see him taking over Kenneth Walker, over James Cook. No.
No and no.
No.
No. Kenneth Walker, he's 13 for me. He's right at the top of
So
that
I have a
tier.
question for you about Hampton.
Okay.
Let's just say tomorrow they come out and say Najee Harris is out for the year.
He's blind.
They release him. Okay? He's
Okay.
blind. Yeah, they release him. And he has Ashton Genty's situation in terms of all the work. Way better team, run-heavy team, good defense, Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you ranking Hampton?
Probably 12 then. I'm still a little
Like
trepidatious.
Kyron Williams or Marion Hampton if there's no Najee Harris?
I'd still go Kyron Williams.
Okay.
We know what Kyron Williams' role is.
James Cook or Hampton?
I would I'd take the chance that, no, I'd go James Cook.
Because people are drafting now as Najee Harris died.
Yeah.
Like eye injury and
people seem to think that Omarion Hampton is going to be a 90% snap share kind of player, but Jim Harbaugh doesn't really run like that.
No.
Jim Harbaugh rotates backs constantly. He's got guys for situational purpose. We saw tonight at the Hall of Fame game. They've got 7 backs on the roster right now, and so only 4 of them are going to make the roster. But
so as of now, RB17, do you like where he's at?
I got him at 20.
Cost?
If he slipped to 20, I would take him.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Chuba Hubbard over him?
Yes.
Okay, James Conner over him.
Yes, for sure.
Now Montgomery, that's a question. I'm taking Hampton over Montgomery.
19 Montgomery, 20.
In half point, in full PPR, definitely Hampton.
Yes, for sure.
But
in half though,
I'm still taking Hampton because Montgomery is just too boring. I know his Vegas number is still 10 touchdowns because that's what he does.
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, if I'm taking an Ashton Genty, then I'm probably going to want a David Montgomery type to be there. Or if I'm taking a Steady Eddie Derrick Henry.
So real quick, let's go a little bit more macro on this. And just in terms of the landscape, because we haven't talked about this yet. So traditionally, the RB dead zone is anywhere from RB 14 to RB 24. Pretty much after the first couple guys, the RB 2s down to the end of the RB 2s. What do you feel about that this year? Which is we'll go from James Cook to start it. Let's go from 15. Kenneth Walker to Aaron Jones.
What number is Aaron Jones?
Aaron Jones is 25.
Okay.
We'll call him 24.
Do you want to define the RB dead zone for those?
The dead zone goes from essentially round 4. It's your 0 RB targets from round 4 to round 6.
Essentially, what that means is you've got a certain subset of running backs, whether that's by ADP or within certain rounds, that when you draft, you've got a low percentage on those players returning value. Right, that's RB dead zone,
and they can hit big,
right?
But they can also flop.
It doesn't mean
it's volume based, right? They're the only guy in town, or it's not talent based, or it's talent based, and the situation's not great.
There's a few different hypotheses about why this phenomenon exists, but the prevailing notion seems to be that once those big 8 or 10 running backs are off the board, people panic a little bit,
workhorses of
and they kick up guys whose value is probably lower than that.
Yeah.
So what was your question?
What do you think about it this year? Do you like it? We're looking at Kenneth Walker, Kamara, Hampton, Hubbard, Connor, Montgomery, Swift, Henderson, Harvey.
Yeah, I'm trying to balance the RB dead zone with what I perceive as a dearth of wide receiver talent later in drafts.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm very concerned about not getting enough wide receiver depth early enough because it really dries up later on. So I'm actually more than happy to let the RB dead zone kind of pass me by. Everybody in here has their own warts that, okay, I'm fine taking one of the top 6, 8, even 10 guys and then filling up my back end because you've got guys like Caleb Johnson, RJ Harvey, Brian Robinson, Tony Pollard, Travion Henderson, Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah.
Those kinds of guys.
And Caleb Johnson is right outside there. Let's add him into this conversation.
Okay.
RB 25. For me, I feel like in PPR, I know it's kind of a cop-out because in general in PPR, like you go receiver early. But I like these guys more in PPR, not just so I can get the receivers early, because a lot of them are better pass catchers than they are touchdown equity guys. And I'm talking about Kenneth Walker, Kamara, Hampton, kind of a pass catcher. Chuba, definitely a 40, 50 catch guy. Connor, 50, 60 catch guy. Montgomery is the outlier, but Swift, Henderson, Harvey, and Aaron Jones are all pass catching running backs. And I'm way more comfortable rolling with them as my RB2 or RB1 in crate. I take an early quarterback and I take 3 receivers as my RB1 than I would be in half point because the touchdown equity of Henderson and Harvey and Jones isn't there.
True. But I think you might be overstating the difference between half point and full point PPR.
It's a difference, man.
I don't know if it makes that much of a difference.
It does.
Realistically in the long run. I mean, what
it's
is
30
it?
points from 60 catches.
30 points over 16
catches.
games?
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, potentially, but I just don't know that, especially when you're talking about the top of the guys.
That's a 5 touchdown difference.
Putting in 18 to 22 points per game. 30 points over 17 games. It's less than 2 points per game.
Let's talk about these PPR backs.
Okay.
This is half PPR, but we're going to start with it. There's pretty much 4 players. It is Swift, Henderson, Harvey, and Aaron Jones. We're looking at Swift at 21, 22 Henderson, 23 Harvey, and 24 Aaron Jones.
Oh, that's funny.
These are the PPR guys, right? They're more propped up in PPR. You're not going to believe it. Obviously, who do you like the most out of this? Swift, Henderson, Harvey, and Aaron Jones.
Harvey.
Harvey number 1?
Harvey number 1. We have Sean Payton has regularly seen a strong pass catching running back.
Rank him for me.
So RG Harvey I've got at 23. Aaron Jones I have 26. Henderson I've got at 27, and then Swift at 29.
Wow. Now, are you a little concerned about ranking Harvey over Henderson? Because like we both agree Henderson's a way better player than Harvey. I love Harvey as a player, but Henderson is a first-round talent.
Yeah.
Harvey has probably a better situation.
Situation trumps
Better
talent.
team, but like in terms of workload, is it going to be better? Because
I mean,
you have J.K. Dobbins,
Ramondre
you also
Stevenson's-
have Ramondre Stevens, but J.K. Dobbins is still a guy,
Okay.
right? It's equal. It's all equal.
Okay.
The team situation, in terms of team win total, and
For
all
me,
that,
that
is better
J.K.
for Harvey.
Dobbins signing was depth more than
Who's a
anything
better player?
else. Trevian Henderson.
Okay,
Marginally.
Henderson is much closer to Jahmyr Gibbs than R.J. Harvey is.
Okay. Maybe. He couldn't beat out, what's his name?
Okay, why do you have
Which
Swift
one?
so low?
Because I don't think that offense is going to produce enough for.
You're gonna say he couldn't beat out Quinton Junkins in college?
Yeah.
Probably because Junkins beat up the offensive coordinator who was a chick. Zing.
Thing.
Wow, you're really down on Swift, huh?
Yeah, I'm down on that offense in general. Not
We know
necessarily.
you are, but
Not
like-
necessarily down on the offense. There, and it is a cliche, but there are far too many mouths to feed. There's not enough passes to go around in that offense. Swift isn't a dynamic enough runner to overcome the lack of volume that he's going to receive.
Would you agree Swift has the highest floor of any of these players? Because we know what his role is going to be, a 60% timeshare.
No, I think Aaron
And-
Jones has the highest floor.
Okay. But look at Aaron
I know-
Jones
I
has
know-
a
we
tougher
know-
competition though.
Yeah, but
dude.
I'm much.
As much as I
tougher
love Roshan,
competition.
I like
Jordan Mason?
Yeah, Jordan Mason's better than Roshan Johnson.
Jordan Mason. Come on.
Okay.
That guy, he was a system back in a Kyle Shanahan
And now he's in
system.
another good system.
Okay.
And they paid him. They
Yeah,
traded
but-
for him and paid him a lot of money.
Minnesota uses a lead back. Like and what does lead back in Chicago even mean?
Well,
you're going to get the ball
It's
on
been very fruitful in
f-
Detroit.
First down, a 2-yard run. Second and long,
Okay.
2-yard
You're
run.
just thinking.
Third
You're
down.
thinking Chicago from the last couple of years.
Yeah,
What story? Think progressive here, okay?
This-
Who is it? Flo? Is that progressive?
Progressive Insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flo.
Whoa.
Yeah. Think Flo.
Do you know why she's not in as many Progressive
Because
commercials?
she doesn't have a period anymore.
No, 'cause
It's
she-
not progressive.
She got too expensive.
Oh, she's
Yeah.
ugly.
Doesn't matter.
You know what she kind of looks like? Jane Cusack a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
A little
yeah.
bit.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
Anyway,
She's gross.
where would you take Swift?
For me, it's so tough. Those four guys, I put them in this conversation like specifically, not because where they're going, but they're so close to me. And I feel like Swift is the safest bet of all of those, to where early season I like Swift the most. Later season I like Henderson the most.
Later season, I like Harvey a lot more.
I like Harvey too. And
I
then
mean, you
Aaron
have-
Jones is a similar thing.
Aaron
right?
Jones is just going to be your steady Eddie. Like,
Well,
there's
you're
not a
not
ton
worried
of-
about Minnesota's offense at all
not really.
with an unproven quarterback.
I mean, we saw.
So he's already better than Caleb Williams. Never seen him play.
I wouldn't say he's better.
Well, yeah, you did.
I would say he's probably better. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
You want to know something? I've got Caleb Johnson over all those guys.
Well, did you hear the report about Caleb Johnson missing blocks already?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Caleb Johnson, Tony Pollard to end this tier.
Okay.
Pollard does not belong in this tier. Would you agree?
You think he's too low or too high?
I think he should go lower.
Oh,
I like Caleb Johnson.
I have Tony Pollard above Henderson, Swift, and Aaron Jones. Yeah.
You hate Tajay Spears. Okay, so you like Caleb ahead of all these guys?
I do. Yeah.
Again, X factor, right? There's a chance Caleb Johnson's playing 50% of the snaps, though.
Jalen Warren's not getting 50% of the
No,
snaps.
he's getting 40. He's getting 40, and someone else gets 20.
Okay.
Jonnu Smith, they're going to play 14 personnel and have Jonnu Smith in the backfield.
I did see they went 0-4 personnel.
Yes,
Today.
They could do that.
Wild.
First team ever. All right, tier 5. We're looking at RB 28 through RB 35. Isaiah Pacheco, Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Warren, Tyrone Tracy, Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, Quinton Junkins, who's still there, and Jordan Mason, who is the starter of the backups.
Okay.
So
Great.
Pacheco and Brian Robinson to me belong in the tier ahead.
Where do they have Brian Robinson?
29.
I got him at 24, and I got Pacheco at 28. So they're both.
You're
in tier,
right on consensus with Pacheco.
Yeah, they're both in tier 4 for me. They're both better. They're both the tops of whatever that group is.
In half PPR, I like both these guys better than in full PPR. That's where like in half PPR, I'm going to be closer to like 24, 25 for these guys. But I'm not taking RJ Harvey over Isaiah Pacheco. I'm not doing it.
You're not? Okay.
In full PPR, I might. And same with Brian Robinson. But Brian Robinson, I'm taking over Aaron Jones and Caleb Johnson, and Tony Pollard, and RJ Harvey. And probably Travion Henderson, man. And Swift, it's close. The thing is, I don't have to do that because I can just wait a round and a half and take them there. But touchdowns, man. They're both in top 5 offenses with no one behind them.
Swift?
Robinson has... No, I'm talking about Pacheco and Robinson.
Oh, but Pacheco? Robinson for sure, but a top 5 offense for the Chiefs?
Well, they're projected that.
I'm
just saying. That's what Vegas has projected them as a top 5
Kareem Hunt
offense.
is still there, man.
Yeah? Okay, Kareem Hunt sucks.
Okay. Pacheco sucked at the end of last year.
He
when
was
came back.
coming off a broken leg, dude.
3.2 yards per carry.
Broken leg.
That's bad.
Fine. Listen to this guy, and everyone will listen to this guy. I'll get Pacheco.
They also
everywhere.
drafted Brashard Smith, who is a pass catcher, by the way.
Yeah, I don't care. Pacheco's
And
playing
you've got
60% of the
what's
snaps.
his name? Elijah Mitchell there now too.
Brian Robinson is when you look at the touchdown numbers, not just so much what they're projected, but when you go to the alt lines, Brian Robinson, like to have 12 plus touchdowns, is up there with. Literally up there with Chuba Hubbard and James Conner and Hampton and Kenneth Walker. It's actually, he has better odds to have 12 touchdowns than Kenneth Walker.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, that offense is going to be much better.
The rankings say otherwise, Story.
Okay.
So we're just
Yeah,
Brian Robinson.
but you're talking, when you look at the bell curve, that's 10th percentile versus what's their median outcome. That's what...
I get it.
That's why the...
medium outcomes, eight touchdowns.
Not medium, median.
Median, yeah, sorry.
Right in the meaty part.
Median, yeah.
Not right in the
It's
median.
an and out.
Not too high, not too low. Not falling behind, not getting...
What is that
That's Seinfeld, where he's talking about the architect, not showing off, not falling behind. Right in the meaty part of the bell curve.
All right, let's finish on this tier. Warren, Tracy, ETN, Javonte Williams, and Jordan Mason. Anyone here deserve to be in this tier, deserve to be higher for you?
Nobody, I mean, Tracy deserves to be in a tier below, for sure. But that's close to what I got.
Yeah.
Mason's right there, Jalen Warren. I'll tell you, I just moved Scatabo up over Tracy today. So Scatabo takes his spot for me.
It's so tough because I feel like they're both pass catching backs. Full PPR, I like Tracy more. Half PPR, I'm more likely to go Scatabo because who's more likely to have goal line work? Probably the bigger guy.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
and it's also like, what are you looking for here? Like, if you're going really, really, really zero RB, I'm more likely to go Tracy as my RB2 than Scatabo because early in the season I'm going to load up in running backs later. Where like Scattaboo's more of a question. Where if it's my RB3 or RB4, I want Scatabo because like I'm looking for weeks 7 through 16.
Right. But there's a strong possibility that Tracy is not the lead back by after the first quarter of the season.
Maybe.
So
I don't think there's going to be a lead back in this backfield all year.
I think Scatabo has enough talent to overcome Tracy.
He's more likely to be the featured back in terms of like I don't think Tracy will ever be a 80% guy.
No, I don't think so.
But Scatabo could. Maybe not 80%.
No.
Like he could be the guy, right? Like a workhorse.
Right.
A modern day workhorse.
So what we'll see in New York, and this is unfortunate, and that's why they're both pretty low, is we'll see Scatabo or Tracy will be your starter, and then after 2 series, Scatabo will come in and Tracy will just take the whole series off. And then Tracy will be back in, and then Scatabo will be in on 3rd down. It's just going to be a nightmare trying to predict which of these guys is going to have at least to start, have the pop-off game.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the next tier is 36 or 52. We've talked about a lot of these names. They're all deep guys. Anyone you want to talk about? Najee Harris, Scatabo, Stevenson, Charbonnet, Spears, White, Bigsby, Dobbins. People love Dobbins. He's at RB43 here, but in best ball, he is going like RB32.
That seems way too high to me.
Thoughts on Stevenson? Thoughts on Ray Davis at 44?
That's right where I got him. I got him at 45. It seems about right. I don't know why.
A little bit of a floor and an elite upside, right?
There's enough meat on the bone, so to speak, for Buffalo that everybody's going to eat a little bit. You're talking about their mantra in Buffalo is everybody eats, but it's more like Josh Allen eats and everybody gets a little snack. So there's enough for Ray Davis to get a snack, but he's not a standalone guy. You're not going to put him into your flex. He's a great handcuff for James Cook, but why would they go away from what James Cook did last year? It worked extremely well for them. So you want to look at who's the tops of the tops when it comes to like handcuffs? Probably Zach Charbonnet, don't you think?
Yeah.
He's almost a one-for-one replacement.
Because he's more, and he also has a little more floor than the rest of the guys, but he's also going way higher.
Yes.
Jordan Mason's the same thing. Like, so you want Jordan Mason, or do you want? Is that what you're talking about?
Jordan Mason or Zach Charbonnet?
Yeah.
Jordan Mason.
Okay, because they're close.
I like the offense better. Where Jordan Mason.
So you think Jordan Mason is more standalone value?
Yes.
What about with an injury?
Oh, it's Jordan Mason all day long.
Really?
Yeah. That offense.
Even after what we saw
that offense
last year?
Minnesota's another team. Like
I
they
get
like
it.
the lead back. So
I want Charbonnet as a handcuff more. I like him as a starter more if he was the only guy in town because his pass catching ability.
okay.
Right? We saw what it was last year.
Like I said, he's almost a 1-for-1 replacement.
Jordan Mason is more of a usable guy. I'm not saying he's a bad handcuff if the injury happens. Like, he's going to be maybe RB14 the next week, where I feel like Zach Charbonnet's RB8. And we've seen it.
Yeah, we did. We have seen it.
We saw Jordan Mason with the Niners. I get it.
We like Kenneth Walker. We're also going to see games if Zach Charbonnet if Walker gets hurt and it's just Charbonnet. We're going to see games where even if the lead back, he's going to end up as RB28 on the week just because of how bad that offense is probably going to be.
I just think the Vikings have a better offense, which I like. I like Mason for the standalone with Aaron Jones playing than I do Charbonnet. Because how many rushing touchdowns are the Seahawks going to have opposed to the Vikings?
I don't know that you would either play either of those guys.
I'm not saying play, but who could you play in a pinch?
In a
Jordan Mason.
pinch.
It's not even close.
Yeah, it's Jordan Mason.
It's not even close.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
Anything on the Joe Mixon / Nick Chubb situation and or the Cleveland Browns situation?
Oh, Nick Chubb has to go up. Joe Mixon, I still like taking late, especially now. We don't know, and they're probably not going to give us a lot of information. It's risky, man. And I was
Judkins might not even be on the team come September.
No, and that's where Sampson needs to be moved up a bunch.
Sampson
And Ford for early year. Like if you want a guy early, Ford, late, Sampson.
Okay.
In terms of late season, Sampson. I want to talk to Sampson.
It's tough. This one it's probably just best to stay away.
We're going to do a whole separate episode for RB handcuffs. That's why I don't want to get too
All right, got it.
all right, give me a pound.
There we go.
Okay. Rod's Roundtable.
Yeah. Do we want to answer RB questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll answer some RB questions. What do
Okay.
we got?
Oh, look at this. JT Capo. JT's my highest drafted on Underdog. I think you're hanging out with the wrong men, dude. RB TD seem to be a running offensive stat.
Yeah.
Taylor Jacobs, we're on the same page. All right. Has Blake Corum disappeared? No, Blake Corum has not
he's still
disappeared.
there.
He's still there. But we saw him barely crack the field last year with Kyron Williams, and they drafted Jarquez Hunter, who's a better version of Blake Corum.
I did read a stat that the Rams have drafted a running back in 8 straight drafts. So I don't know how much you want to read into that. Like, that's just what they do, right? It's like certain teams, you're supposed to take a quarterback in every draft. Just take one. You can get Brock
Like
Purdy.
the Bears would always take a cornerback in
Yeah,
round
just do
3
it.
every single
Yeah.
turn. I think Allen gets a lot of play for the Jets. I agree with that 100%. Spamming Allen and Underdog as well. Can you guys run down your top tier handcuffs? Okay, we are going to do another episode, but my top handcuff is Charbonnet, followed by, I got them listed here, Tyler Algier, Isaac Garendo, Ray Davis, Bayshal Tootin.
Oh, Tootin's not really a handcuff. I don't have my list, but I would put Tyler Algier as number 1.
Okay. I
Number
mean,
one.
it's 1A, 1B for me.
So Jordan Mason, you're not going to qualify him?
I don't know if you can you,
I put Algier over all of them.
over Jordan Mason, too?
100%.
Okay.
Dude, what did
I mean, Tyler Algier is not going to get nearly the play that he got last year.
I'm talking about as a handcuff.
I'm letting it, like...
With injury, Tyler Algier is an automatic RB1.
Oh, yeah.
And so is Charbonnet.
So Charbonnet.
But Atlanta has a better offense.
Then Minnesota? I'm sorry, then Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
probably.
We still don't know what Michael Penix is there. No.
Well, I know how bad Kirk Cousins was last year, and it can't be worse.
I've been drinking the Hampton Kool-Aid, and that offense is easy RB1 potential if Najee is out, like in your scenario. Yeah, it's possible, but like we talked about earlier...
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know for sure that he is next man up, or if this is going to be a true timeshare, which...
All I know is I saw Shanahan put... who's the Hall of Fame running back that he had in Denver? Mike Shanahan? What can I think of?
Damn it.
He put him out there blind, dude. And they could put Najee out there blind.
Swift is where we disagree. Brian Johnson knows how to use his backs. If the experiment works in Chicago, Swift could be big value. So what Cap is saying here is you look at what he did with Gibbs and Montgomery, and I would argue that Swift and Roshan is like the dollar store version of Gibbs and Montgomery. And so when it doesn't work, you're going to run into some real issues.
50 catches, baby.
50 catches. Washington feels like they had a lightning in a bottle type season, and I think they might fall back to earth this season, kind of like Stroud with the Texans. I agree with that 100%. I think that Jaden Daniels is being drafted way too high this year.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, just fantasy points are different than real life. And C.J. Stroud doesn't have that cheat code.
True.
That's why he was bad and they were bad. The offensive line was bad. He can't move.
You ran into a perfect storm with Washington last year.
They're still going to be a good offense.
Undervalued. Yeah, they're going to be a good value.
So
Undervalued.
Brian Robinson's still fine.
Okay. I'm
very defensive of Brian Robinson.
Robinson's fine. I think Jaden Daniels is overvalued, especially because we don't know who the number 2 is there beyond Terry McLaurin.
McLaurin's even there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right.
Okay.
Rod's Roundtable.
There it is.
All right. We are getting to wide receiver tiers here. We've done quarterbacks. We have done running backs. Go check those out. We're on to wide receivers. I have a stat of the day for you. Stephon Diggs hasn't finished worse than wide receiver 25 in PPR points per game in the last 10 years. He is going wide receiver 41.
It's not as good.
So that's interesting because his floor is wide receiver 25. Last year he got hurt, played 6 games, but he was like the number 3 in the offense.
Okay. You have to take into consideration that he played with a very good team with Minnesota and then a very, very good team with Buffalo versus people are basically crowning the Patriots as the second place.
We're not crowning anything.
Okay. I'm saying, like, this Patriots offense is a big step back. So, yeah, there's probably reason why his floor is not wide receiver 25 this year.
Yeah, but his upside is high. I mean, wide receiver 41 is crazy.
It's pretty low.
It's the injury question, right? Like, that's at that point, take a shot because who are you drafting in that range? Like Ricky Pearsall? I love Ricky Pearsall, but it's close.
It is. Well, I got him exactly
at
41.
Wow, look at you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and Ricky Pearsall at 40. Clear Secure, Jordan Addison, Jaden Reed,
Yeah.
Chris Godwin at 36. He's not going to play this year.
He'll play.
You have Chris Godwin ahead of Stephon Diggs? You idiot. Okay, I got a couple things. Again, wide receiver tiers. I got a couple things for you per use. One main thing here. We were talking about this. The fantasy football counselor.
Yeah.
You called him the shock jock of fantasy football?
He's a loudmouth.
Italian douchebag?
Yeah, Jersey Shore wannabe.
So
come at us, dude.
I still watch. I watch even the bad ones just to see how far off they are. And then this guy's getting 8,000 views on his video, sometimes more. I'm like, why? What are we doing wrong? But like, awful, right? So
we're not shocking enough.
I sent you the short that he had, and I actually watched this whole video of him walking through a park, saying he hates Puka Nacua. Okay. And his reasoning was he's a wuss.
Yeah.
And it was not because he's a wuss in the field, because we both know Puka Nacua is a badass. And it was because he was gushing about LeBron James, saying he wants to meet him in person. He's like, what grown man gushes about meeting LeBron James, first of all? And if you know anything about Puka Nacua, that dude plays too hard. He puts his body on the line for blocks. He never goes down. He plays too hard. Would you agree?
He was a man among boys at BYU.
And in the NFL. Would you agree? He
Yeah.
plays too hard?
Probably. He's like one of what's his name? Just retired from the Chargers.
Mike Williams.
Yeah, Mike Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just didn't know how to fall, how to land. But the thing is, this is an awful take to fade a guy, for one. For two, it's also it's wrong. Because he isn't a wuss. So he's not a wuss, and he's wrong because that's not a reason to fade a player. Personal stuff?
There is a lot of brouhaha in the professional analyst, fantasy circles talking about this guy has that dog in him, or this guy's a workout freak, or I know this guy takes care of his. Like, we don't know these players' motivations.
On the field, Puka is a dog, though.
You can see that with your eyes.
Yeah.
We're talking about somebody's mental state because they're gushing about
nobody knows
LeBron James.
Nobody knows.
But like, I hate when we're talking about this guy's motivation is because of this and that. We don't know anything about these guys.
And also, I hate
the product that they put on the field.
I hate the
That's
other
the
argument
noise
that
you
I
have to
hear
cut
about
through.
his routes for his yards per route run was like the best of all time last year. Which I'd rather go on that stat than I would on.
But he was injured, and so granted, his yards per route run will probably come down. But did you see the number of air yards he had last year?
Nothing.
Yeah,
nothing.
So that can only go up.
Yeah, and system too. So, but after I saw this, I was like, I gotta look what he did last year, because he was saying how he touted Live the Conky, but all he does is talk about Trey Harris and Dante Thornton. He takes Dante Thornton everywhere. He takes rookies. He loves rookies because it's clickbait. So I looked back at one of his videos. The first one I clicked on was "Do not draft these 5 running backs." This was like 3 weeks before the season started last year. Ready to hear these names?
Yeah, hit me.
This is the best ever. Devin Achane, Aaron Jones, James Cook, Josh Jacobs, and James Conner.
Oof.
Can you go over
Oof.
5, dude? Like, all these guys outside
Now, what were the
of...
reasonings? Did you remember?
James Conner was trash, a bad player. Josh Jacobs isn't good. James Cook is not an every down back, which actually is kind of true.
True.
But Aaron Jones is washed, and Devin A-Chain's a pipsqueak.
That's
Can't stay
all.
healthy.
That's all subjective
I'm
nonsense.
saying, here's the finishes these guys had. A-Chain 9, Aaron Jones 16, James Cook 7, Josh Jacobs 5, and James Conner 10. So he had 4 of the guys were top 10 running backs, and none of them were drafted above the 4th round. I think A-Chain was a 3rd rounder, and some of the guys were 6th rounders. And the worst of the guys was Aaron Jones at RB16, who was going like 6th round. 0 for 5. Literally, 0 for 5 on those picks.
Oh my God.
Could you have a worse video? That's up there. He didn't delete it.
Think
And
of
like people are listening to this guy.
Are there any worse takes out there? I mean, I guess.
We've had bad takes, but like not 5 in a row. And one other thing I gotta say about this is awesome. He streamed a live full PPR draft, full PPR 12-team league. This is how he started it. Kyron Williams in the 1st round at pick 10.
Good.
Okay,
That's about where he was going last year, right?
This is this year though.
Oh, this year.
This year. Kyron. He took Kyron ahead of who was it? It was ahead of Derrick Henry.
Ugh, bad move.
A-Chain, like terrible. Kyron. Then he took Hampton in the 2nd round, and then he took Caleb Johnson in the 3rd round. Like he's reaching on his guys. He loves all those guys.
So
I like
Hampton
those guys
in the 2nd round.
Yeah, and then Caleb.
That's wild.
And then he did take Chris Olave as our wide receiver 1 after taking Josh Allen.
In the round 4, that's pretty good.
No, round 5. Okay, I like that. But Dante Thornton was his wide receiver 3 because he loves Dante Thornton.
Okay.
Saying that's a team.
What is it about Dante
Because
Thornton?
you had him on a show.
Okay.
I'm saying that's what he's telling his guy. That's what he's telling his fans to do, bro. No. Don't do that. It's a full PPR. He drafted 3 guys that don't catch passes at running back.
Right. I wanted to see what Dante Thornton's final season at Tennessee was.
It's not good.
Yeah.
So
it cannot be good.
This dude is a clown. Sorry for the rant, but like it just pisses me off that like I'm pretty like hot takey and like energetic and kind of douchebaggy, but like not compared to him. And people like this. What are we talking about?
Yes. I mean, again, it's controversy. Controversy sells.
But
if
you're listening
leads.
to his knowledge, you're not winning money.
True, but there's a lot of people who, for example, will pay for sports picks, for sports gambling picks, who don't win money because people can manipulate statistics to show.
Like take Caleb Johnson over James Cook and lose money.
Potentially.
I don't even like James Cook, but like I'm not stupid.
No.
That's why I don't fade players as much. I want to give you guys I like, and you can make your own assessment on them, right?
Yeah.
All right. Wide receiver tiers. You ready for this?
Oh,
Big episode. Big
I
episode.
I guess Dante Thornton is getting some run in training camp, but whatever.
Yeah, in training camp, haven't we seen this before from these guys?
Mm-hmm.
That are like really fast guys that, I mean, Quentin Johnson, Jesus, but like fast guys that are athletic, but like they just don't catch the ball and they don't get open and they lose their job. And even if they don't lose their job, like, you think he's going to play ahead of Trey Tucker week 1?
Oh, no.
He should.
Not right off
like,
the bat.
I'm just saying, Trey Tucker sucks.
Yeah.
But, like, he might not play ahead of Trey Tucker, dude. Who's a okay, whatever. Wide receiver
This
tiers.
isn't an anti-Trey Tucker podcast.
No. Wide receiver tiers.
Okay.
ECR, Fantasy Pros, half-point PPR.
Half-point.
First tier, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. Any issues, any changes?
I go Lamb over Jefferson, but I also...
Is that because of the hamstring injury or just in general?
It's the hamstring, more so than anything else.
Okay.
Hamstrings in training camp make me nervous.
They linger.
Also, but my tier 1 is basically tier 1. Their tier 1 and tier 2 lumped together.
Really? Because
this is... I get the argument for Chase, Lamb, and Jefferson, but I also see the argument for Neighbors, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Nico Collins, Brian Thomas, and Puka Nacua. Realistically, any of those 8 dudes could finish number 1 overall.
Yeah, I just see the clear advantage that these 3 guys have in terms of target share, offense, history, you name it. Like, I see the difference there, where I'm going to have the rest of the guys in a separate tier.
Right. So now you're having a value conversation because unless you're...
Not even value, just in general. Like, Puka has Devontae Adams there. Malik Neighbors has no quarterback. St. Brown has a new offensive coordinator and just isn't the player these other guys are. Nico Collins, not the player.
Wait, you said Neighbors isn't the player these guys are?
No, I said St. Brown.
Oh, St. Brown. Okay.
Neighbors has no quarterback.
Yeah, but I think
Nico Collins
some
has
of it's
a questionable offensive line, and C.J. Stroud Brian Thomas, we saw 1 year of it, and then Drake London, I love, but Michael Penix question.
Well,
Right.
Drake London's not that.
There's
tier.
no question with CeeDee Lamb and Dak. There's no question with Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league, and then Jamar Chase tied for the best receiver in the league with the best quarterback.
I guess
in the league.
the knocks on those three guys are they've all dealt with injuries in their especially CeeDee Lamb. in
What
their
you
short
said,
career.
I will agree with, is that any of these guys could be wide receiver 1. I think the difference is with these top 3 guys is the floor. The floor with these 3 guys is like unmistakably elite. Like there's no way if they stay healthy, Chase, Jefferson, or Lamb are
Okay,
finishing outside the top.
I think you might be a little short memory on Jamar Chase. His last season was outstanding, and I love the man more than
Still good.
more than any man should love
Still
him.
90 catches and
Look
7 touchdowns.
what happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago. His
Still
rookie
good.
year.
Well,
He had
Joe Burrow got hurt.
disappearing acts.
Joe Burrow got hurt.
Even with Joe Burrow there in the playoff in week 14 2 years ago, whatever it was. Season on the line when he gets
Where do you have Jamar Chase ranked?
number 1.
All right. Next tier. Puka Nacua at 4, Neighbors at 5, St. Brown, Collins, Brian Thomas Jr. at 8, and Drake London at 9.
Yeah, Puka's too high in that tier for me. I got him at 8.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Is it because he's a wuss?
No, it's the Devontae Adams factor.
Yeah.
I don't think Devontae Adams is washed. He's not the
He's
player
not.
he once was, but he's going to siphon targets away.
Could that
And-
make Puka more available downfield, though?
Maybe, possibly, seemingly, But you also, this is an injury risk for both Puka and Matthew Stafford.
I get it.
Stafford, especially, the dude is near 40 and he's got back problems again. If he goes down, we're in real trouble with Puka Nacua.
Yeah, I would say that.
So I
and
like.
you
I
can
like.
say that about any of these wide
I think
receivers.
Puka's
though,
got.
right?
I think Puka's got the best floor.
Any of these
No.
wide receivers, if the quarterback gets hurt, the one
No,
guy.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's gonna be fine either way.
Okay, the other guy that's actually going to be fine, Drake
Oh,
London.
Malik Neighbors.
Oh yeah, because there's no.
Yeah.
No, Drake London
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Drake
right?
London-
Kirk Cousins is fine.
yeah. I would say
You don't have Drake London in this tier though.
No, he's just a tier below. He's
Really?
10 overall. Where they got him?
At 9.
Okay, well that's. I mean,
I understand that, but it's not in this tier. To where, me personally, okay, who's more likely to drop out of this tier? Let's not talk about Drake London because he's the last of the tier. Of the other guys, 4 through 8, is it Puka? Or is it Nico Collins?
it's Nico.
Who's Nico?
Yeah, it's Nico Collins, and that is a product of the Houston offense. They brought in 2
They
wide
got no one
receivers
else
this
there,
year.
though.
They brought in 2 wide receivers this year, and Nico himself has dealt with injuries, especially if Stroud stays on this mediocre path. You're looking at a bad offensive line again. I don't know. I'm not really keen on. I think Nico's going to have an amazing season, but if you want to talk about who's the most likely to fall off a cliff, it's probably Nico Collins. I think Nico's just as likely to be Here's the problem. His range of outcomes is way high. I think he's got as much of a chance to be a top 3 wide receiver as he does to be a wide receiver 3.
Ooh, wow, that's hot.
I know it's a little.
Well,
high.
his talents, it's look good. It's not what these other guys are. And we go to the next tier. It's not AJ Brown's talent. It's not Tyreek Hill's
But
talent.
they're different types of wide receivers too, right? AJ Brown is not a technician, whereas Nico Collins very much is.
Hybrid.
Okay.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. I mean, he runs a lot of the slants and goes and those things, and he gets some.
What was his
design
average
screens.
average depth of target
Really
last year?
deep. Really deep.
Was it over 14?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's a wild difference from a guy like Amon-Ra St. Brown, whose average depth of target's right around 10, 11.
Drake London, you're lukewarm him. I have him higher.
Where do you got him?
It's for me, it's 8. I know it's not much higher.
I mean, I
but
got
like
10.
Yeah, right. But when you're talking that high, it is a big difference because you're looking at will you take him at 14th overall opposed to will you take him at 18th overall? Because now when you have him at 10, you're taking the running backs over him as
Right.
well as the wide receivers over him. Like A-Chain, you're probably taking over Drake London.
Yeah,
Right, Derrick
yeah,
Henry
no, I
taking
would,
over.
yeah. H.N., Derrick Henry, yeah, that group of running backs I would definitely. So probably, unless Drake London falls, I'm probably not getting him, especially depending on where you are in your draft.
All right, question for you. Full PPR, Drake London or Derrick Henry?
Oh, Derrick Henry.
In full PPR.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Everybody's worried about
It doesn't
Derrick
matter.
Henry doesn't catch passes.
He catches 17.
Well, when he scores 18 touchdowns, it doesn't freaking matter. And then
Okay.
the catches that he does, he takes to the house anyway. So
So you like A.J. Brown over Drake London?
Barely. I do have A.J. Brown one spot ahead.
All right, tier 3, 10 through 17. A.J. Brown, Lad McConkey, Tyreek Hill, JSN, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, and Mike Evans. Mike Evans still landing in the 3rd tier, although it's in the bottom. Who do you have? Who stands out to you here?
I think
who should be in the tier above, if anyone, and who should be in the tier below?
Well, I think Mike Evans should be in the tier above. And I think
should he be in tier 2?
I'm not saying he should, but I think all these guys are.
Wow, you were out of Mike Evans last year. Now you're in on Mike Evans this year. 1 year older?
I mean,
because you saw it when he's old.
I mean, we saw him do it last year. He didn't really show any signs of. He did have that one hamstring injury when he was diving for a ball in the end zone. He does get dinged up a little bit, but they're going to get him 1,000 yards. Baker's going to throw for 40-plus touchdowns again. Baker's a god. Okay.
So you want Mike Evans over
Chris Godwin's not going to start the season healthy.
He's probably not playing this year. As Chris Godwin.
I got Mike Evans 12. He's still top 12.
So he's over Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, JSN for you.
Oh yeah, the JSN's right there. JSN is 13, but he's over
Tyreek Hill.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's in a too high of a tier. Tyreek Hill should be one below.
Oh, thoughts on McConkey?
Solid. I think he's going to have a really great season. He's ranked.
He's
11th.
a floor play, right?
He's a floor play. I don't know that Trey Harris is going to do enough on that roster to really put a dent in Lad McConkey. I was off Lad McConkey last year, and I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. He came in this league and performed. He can only take a step forward from here in my eyes.
In our combined draft, we're not taking Mike Evans. So, I mean, I'll take him at cost, like if he's later, but I'm not reaching for him. I'm not taking him over Devontae Adams.
You're going to miss out on a 1,000-yard season.
Garrett Wilson's going to have a 1,000-yard season.
He
does it every year.
Garrett Wilson. Justin Fields couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat.
Zach Wilson couldn't either. He got 1,000 with him.
I'm not too worried about it.
What? T. Higgins off? You're at 15. It's 14.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be on T. Higgins. I guess I get really concerned about injury status with guys like this that have a propensity to miss 4, 5, 6, 8 games per year. T. Higgins, I get it. Everybody's injury prone until they're not, right? That's the Frank Gore situation.
Yeah.
So T. Higgins, when he's on the field, he's amazing. I think if you look at his, what was his yard or not yard? What was his yards per game last year? Like in the games that it was healthy,
Probably
right?
70.
It
was a touchdown.
He's easily a top 15 guy.
Yeah, it was touchdowns. Question for you: Terry McLaurin or Mike Evans? And Terry McLaurin signs today as the number 1 with no one else there. Where Mike Evans has a lot there.
Mike Evans
over Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Where do you have McLaurin?
14. I got Evans at 12, 14.
Oh, you're really on Mike Evans. Okay, next to your tier 4: Terry McLaurin, Marvin Harrison Jr., DJ Moore, DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton, Devonta Smith, Rashee Rice, and Zay Flowers.
I say Jameson Williams in there.
No, he's at 26.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, you have an 18.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's add Jameson Williams in this tier, just because I kind of think so, 2.5 point especially.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You want him over Marvin Harrison?
Yeah, I got Marvin Harrison at 22. I think they're going to make a concerted effort to get Marvin Harrison the ball. I think it's
you
going
want
to be
Jameson over Devontae Adams?
Yes.
They're both number 2s in their offense.
That one's close. But 18-19, Jameson Williams, Devontae.
Where do you have Rashee Rice?
Scrolling. 31.
Wow. Is it the suspension?
Yeah. Like,
What you said it was 3 games only, though.
3 games is 3 games. And Xavier Worthy's probably going to take a step forward this year. So there's no guarantee that Rice, especially it was a small sample size, don't forget. It was 3 games last year before he got hurt. It was a very small sample size.
Why do you have Cortland Sutton at 25?
Because I've been re-watching and I've been re-looking at what Cortland Sutton did last year.
You're still below consensus, but...
Am I?
Yeah, 22 is Cortland Sutton.
Okay. Well,
where do you have DK?
23.
Okay.
Where do you have him?
I don't have mine again. I'm waiting for my rankings.
Okay.
I know where I roughly would have him.
Where?
I have him ahead of Cortland Sutton.
Well, he's had a Cortland Sutton here.
Yeah, he is. Okay. All right. Good for you. Good for you, seemingly. Marvin Harrison Jr., you're out on. Out.
22. What changed this year?
Nothing. He can be better.
He could be. He will be better.
No, they can utilize him better.
Right.
And he can be better. And Kyler could be better. That's 3 things.
But you have to...
2 out of those 3 things will happen, right?
Wait, say that again? He could be better, Kyler could be better?
And they can utilize him better and not just run him down the field because he's not a speed demon.
I think one of those things is a certainty. They will utilize him better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any guarantee that he will be better.
Okay.
And I think there's a 0% chance that Kyler's better. Kyler's shown us who he is.
I know.
Kyler is who Kyler is.
So a little bit of points on both those is almost a full point, and you have the guarantee they use him better.
Right. That's why I got him at 22. He's a low end wide receiver too for me.
DJ Moore.
26. Yeah, 26.
So you want DJ Moore over Marvin Harrison?
Nope, I got Marvin Harrison 4 spots ahead.
Okay, so you don't like DJ Moore. You hate the Bears, so.
I don't hate the Bears.
Yeah, you do.
I don't hate the Bears.
DJ Moore's Vegas props are very high.
Okay.
Like 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 90 catches.
Vegas is not infallible. And
I understand that.
I think, and you also have to, don't forget, Vegas is incentivized to price these things up because people bet overs. They don't bet unders.
What are your thoughts on Devonta Smith?
21. I love Devonta Smith. I think they're going to throw more this year. Devonta Smith.
Because, he's right next to Cortland Sutton, where Devonta Smith's at 2, and Sutton's the easy one there.
Right.
In terms of number 1 receiver.
But you got a better, I think Hurts is underrated as a passer. They are going to be throwing more this year. And especially when A.J. Brown is not having his games. I mean, A.J. Brown is an absolute stud. But Devonta Smith can pop off. The problem with Devonta Smith is trying to predict when he's going to have his absolute dud games, which they do come.
Devonta Smith or Zay Flowers is a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is.
Because if you want floor or Devonta Smith, even though Zay Flowers is a floor player because he doesn't score any touchdowns, but he has much more chance for those deep bombs and he is on the field. Not more, but
so
he is the number 1 there.
Baltimore is probably going to have a top 3 offense this year, and their wide receiver 1 is being drafted at the end of wide receiver 2
remember
territory.
my stat that I put out about Lamar Jackson's number 1 receiver? There's been one time it's finished inside the top 24 receivers.
It's a perfect storm of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry, and that craters Zay Flowers' value.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, again, they don't really utilize him on bubble screens. They don't utilize him on RPOs. He is a downfield guy, and that you're going to run into issues. He's a great best ball player, but you're going to run into issues in lineup setting leagues where he better be your rolling the dice guy, and you better have a steady Eddie
as a wide receiver 3, not a wide receiver 2.
Yeah,
the wide receiver 2 is not a roll the dice guy. You're in trouble.
You need. I mean, especially if you have 3 wide receivers and a flex, and you're talking a half point per reception or PPR, you better have 2 guys that are going to get you 14 to 18 points.
You don't feel that Jamison Williams is the same thing as Zay Flowers in that regard?
No, I think we saw Jamison Williams level up last year, and I'm not as concerned about Ben Johnson leaving. I think Dan Campbell has put a culture in place that everybody on that team work. Now, don't get me wrong, Jamison Williams is a bit of a knucklehead. But
he's a knucklehead.
If he can clean that up, we saw the upside with Jamison Williams. That very good chance that both he and Amon-Ra St. Brown finish in wide receiver 1.5 territory.
Wow. So Sam Laporta's bad then? Or their offense is just going to be amazing?
I think their offense is going to continue to be amazing.
You hate Ben Johnson, so it didn't matter.
All
All right, so you love Jamison Williams. Let's get to the next tier here. It's Jamison Williams, 26. 26 through 38, giant tier they have here. I would break this up into 3 tiers personally. Jamison Williams, Xavier Worthy, Ted McMillan, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley, George Pickens at 31, Chris Olave, Travis Hunter, Jerry Jeudy, Roma Dunze, Jordan Addison, Chris Godwin, and Jawan Jennings at 38.
Okay, that is a lot. What is the point of a tier like that?
Because they're saying they're all the same. So Jamison Williams is the same as Jawan Jennings.
So if you in your draft, Jamison Williams goes, okay, that's the start of the tier. I can wait, 3.5 rounds to get to Jawan Jennings? Jawan Jennings.
It's 2 rounds, 2 full rounds. Okay, I'd say. Jamison Williams will go in the 4th round, and then Jennings will go in the 6th.
You think okay?
I'd say.
All right.
So, Ted McMillan, 28.
Point of order. He doesn't like being called Ted McMillan. He
him
likes
Ted.
being called by his name.
Fuck that.
Tetherella McMillan
I
or
like that.
T-Mac.
That's like rolling the R's in terms of going to a Mexican restaurant.
I'm just saying.
I ain't gonna do that shit.
Okay.
Ted McMillan. That's way too high. He's going ahead of Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley, George Pickens, Chris Olave, Travis Hunter. No.
Okay, I got him at 29.
Wow. And then you have Waddle, Ridley, and Pickens.
Waddle's off my board. What's the point of drafting Waddle this year?
Where do you have Waddle?
33.
It's not off your board.
Where's he got it?
29.
Yeah, well, okay. He'd have to fall.
And Ridley's higher?
Yeah, Calvin Ridley is one
Pickens,
spot higher. Yeah,
okay.
Pickens is higher.
Olave.
Olave's right there. I guess I'm a little injury cautious with Chris Olave. He, unlike most guys, when you get a concussion, it's 1 or 2 games. If he gets a concussion, you're talking half a season.
I get it.
Yeah.
Or
So
never.
him, but yeah, I've got him over Rashee Rice. I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to move Jawan Jennings up. Looking back at what Jennings did last year, especially now that Ricky Pearsall is also dealing with some stuff, and we know Brandon Ayuk's not gonna be healthy.
Do you see like I see a clear tier break after Olave or Hunter if you want to put Hunter in there, or even Judy because Judy has the volume, or if you love a Doomsday, I guess you love Addison too, right? Like I see after Olave at 32, Travis Hunter, Judy, Adunze, Addison, Godwin, and Jennings. I feel like those guys are a tier.
Yeah, they're all a tier below.
More question marks. Where like Hunter could easily vault his way to tier 3, but he could vault his way to tier 6, and not play much.
Right.
And
I don't think that's going to be
Judy,
possible.
offensive questions. Adunze, we haven't seen it. You hate the Bears. Addison, suspension.
Yes, that's why. What do they got him at?
36.
All right. Well, I got him at 38, so that seems about right.
But like, right now, if Rashee Rice was not suspended and Addison was not suspended, where would you have them ranked? Where would you have Rice ranked if he was not suspended?
Probably 15.
Where would you have Addison ranked if he was not suspended?
22-ish.
What? You want him over Devonta Smith?
Ooh.
No, you
No.
don't.
I got.
You
Well,
want
I
him
mean,
over Zay Flowers?
I've got Devonta Smith at 21. So.
You want him over Zay Flowers?
Yeah, I'll
over
take him.
DK Metcalf.
I'll take him over Zay
Over
Flowers.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, I'll take him over DK Metcalf.
Really?
Yeah. Arthur Smith. You guys.
Dude, you want a second receiver with a rookie quarterback?
Calvin Austin's probably going to be the number 1 wide receiver there. Just
ew, man. Gross. Why do you love Addison so much?
Jordan Anderson's a stud.
He's
bro.
a decent player. He's not a stud. He gets to play next to Justin Jefferson.
Exactly. He opens things up. He barely gets double coverage.
Okay. Yeah, Olave all day over Addison.
No, I'd definitely take Addison over Olave.
Well, he is getting suspended. Then.
Okay, who's noodle-armed Tyler Shuck is throwing him.
He has a strong arm. He was the arm wrestling champion for.
His dad was an arm wrestling champion.
Is that right?
No, we're thinking of Tyson Badgett.
That's Tyson Badgett. Yeah. Anyone else? So like, I love the value here of almost this whole tier of. I guess McMillan, but I have him lower. But Williams, Worthy, McMillan, Waddle, Ridley, Pickens, Olave, Hunter, Judy, all those dudes is my wide receiver 3. I love all of them.
See, that the problem there is, and we talked about this in the running back podcast. Like, all those guys have enough. I get really concerned about taking a wide receiver 3 in that range because all of them have big issues, and now you're fishing on the wire trying to find.
They all have elite upside.
I think. Yeah. I mean, elite.
Not Ted
upside.
McMillan, but Waddle does if the Dolphins' offense gets back in track.
It won't.
Pickens could catch the most touchdowns in the league.
Okay, so Pickens is the guy I think should be at the front of that.
Travis Hunter's an elite talent. Jerry Jeudy has all the targets coming his way.
Okay, Jerry Jeudy, get out of here with that nonsense.
Xavier Worthy.
42.
What?
I've got Jerry Jeudy at 42.
Oh.
Targets on the Cleveland Browns offense?
Hey, man. Joe Flacco can fucking fling it.
Joe Flacco's going to start 4 games this year.
Okay, and Kenny Pickett's bad.
Kenny Pickett's horrendous.
Okay.
And he's on track to start.
Fedor Sanders can be fine.
I don't know about that.
He can throw the ball.
This feels like a season where they're going to have like 5 different starting quarterbacks at one point.
All right, it's going to happen. Let's talk about tier 6 real quick.
Do we have
Another giant tier here. Jacoby Myers at 39, Clear Shakir at 40, Jaden Reed at 41, Stephon Diggs 42, Debo 43, Pearsall, Downs, Pittman, Kupp, Mooney, Ayuk, Mbuka, Golden, and Coleman. Let's talk about the first half of it.
Okay.
I feel like they're all similar. Let's add in Jawan Jennings. Jennings, Myers, Shakir, and Reed, and Diggs.
Okay.
And let's add in Debo Samuel, the X Factor here.
Okay.
I kind of like all these guys. More so in PPR, I like all these guys.
I'm pretty down on Josh Downs. I think that Tyler Warren's going to eat up a lot of the underneath stuff that
and
Josh
the quarterback questions.
That doesn't concern me quite as much because Downs is less affected by that.
Pearsall or Jennings?
Jennings.
Okay. Shakir or Myers?
Shakir.
You hate Myers.
No, I don't. I really like Jacoby Myers, but
Jaden Reed or Stephon Diggs?
Jaden Reed.
Who do you have highest of those guys I mentioned?
Jawan Jennings.
Besides him, Myers, Shakir, Reed, Diggs,
Reed.
Debo. Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And you don't like Myers. How low do you have Myers?
44.
That's not too.
That's not too bad.
It's
I like
fine.
the offense, but I'm not gonna. not going to reach for the number two potential number 2 target on that team outside of Brock Bowers.
Emeka Ibuka. We got to talk about him with
We do.
the Chris Godwin. Very, very, very cryptic information we're getting from him. Another surgery. It's not looking good.
I mentioned this several pods ago.
Ibuka is going as high as pick 80. I saw 68 the other day in one of my best ball drafts.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it's full
Where
PPR.
was McMillan going?
Like 160, and
Okay.
I've been taking him at 140.
Ibuka's going a
I
high
saw
spots
him
ahead.
going 68 in a draft.
I
I will take Ibuka
Okay.
at like 89.
Ibuka is a world's better talent than McMillan. Don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but he has
Yes.
McMillan has an
Yes.
established role on that offense, regardless of what happens with Chris.
I have taken Ibuka ahead of Downs, Pittman, Cup, Mooney.
Downs, Pittman, Cup.
I have not taken Ibuka ahead of ahead of Pearsall, Debo, Diggs, or Reed.
Okay.
Reed is tough. It's a tough one.
Yeah, I want to be in on Jaden Reed this year, and
I am.
because I'm really enamored with the talent. When he's getting the ball, he does amazing things with it. I would hope that at some point the Packers wake up and give him more than a 60% target share, or not target, snap share.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
You would hope, yes.
Especially this year without Christian Watson being. Now they have a rookie there though.
Yeah, I don't think Matthew Golden's going to be a star in this league.
No, but he's going to play a lot of snaps.
He's going to play
Until
on
they
2 wide
realize he
receiver
sucks.
sets, which
Yes.
is going to eat in quite
And
a
they
bit.
like Dubs. And Wicks gets open even though he can't catch.
True, but the Packers play one of the higher percentage of three wide receiver sets.
Which is good. So, Ken Coleman at 52, Golden at 51, and Ibuka at 50. Do you like Ibuka? Let's say Ibuka's going way higher, like I said. If you put Ibuka ahead of Stephon Diggs at 41.
I don't.
Diggs or Ibuka?
Diggs.
Okay. Where is the line drawn for you, though? Josh Downs? Josh Downs or Ibuka?
God, I mean, all right.
Because
So
it's a bench receiver, right? You're looking for upside.
right.
And Josh Downs is more of a plug-and-play wide receiver 3, where like Ibuka has more
So
of
you can see here, I got Downs at 46, Ibuka at 48. So and they are a tier break. So
You have Brandon Ayuk in tier fucking 5?
I can throw him on an IR spot.
I like that.
Yeah.
But you.
That's why I won't draft suspension guys, but I'll draft IR guys.
Yeah. Wow. Anyone else you want to talk about that goes later?
Marvin Mims?
No, he doesn't play. Trey Harris at 58.
I don't know. I got Trey Harris way down, 65. I guess I'm not that far off.
Wow, you're really low on Trey Harris. The
What's-
counselor is so pissed at you. He wants him as his wide receiver 3 in every
Why?
week.
Trey Harris, like,
Because Trey Harris
I'm
is
supposed to be
gonna
enamored with a guy that took a
He's gonna play
40%
every snap.
step back
He's going to
last
play
year.
every snap. You didn't know?
Cedric Tillman, I guess.
I love Cedric Tillman.
Yeah.
But that's more of a basketball thing for me.
Okay.
Because you hate Jerry Jeudy, how do you like Cedric Tillman? I guess it's the price.
It's the price. I mean, why is Jerry Jeudy?
Christian Kirk at 54.
I got him at 56. So
What do you
there
think?
go. Yeah. I mean, what do you think? Like, Christian Kirk has never been a world beater, but he's a steady Eddie guy.
But there's a chance in this offense that he is averaging 5 catches a game. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If you don't trust the rookies I have there in Higgins and Noel, like Christian Kirk,
Who's going to start in 2 wide receiver sets besides?
it's hard to play Higgins
Nico
because
Collins.
you have Nico Collins clone. You have 2 X guys that are slow playing a 2 wide receiver.
We should probably focus in on the Y guy because they're going to play a large percentage of 12 personnel because they've got
Cage over.
yeah Ohio State's own.
I mean, and the thing is, Christian Kirk's never been that guy. He's never played in 2 wide receiver sets.
Didn't he in Jacksonville that one year?
Well, he shouldn't. He can't block. He's tiny.
Pretty sure he
He
did.
cannot play on the outside.
Okay.
That's the problem, right?
I'm pretty sure
And
he played in 2 wide receiver sets.
I think Noel is the same player as Christian Kirk.
They are very similar in stature and
So it's Higgins.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So Higgins, I don't know. I don't know what came out of camp. It's tough. I don't know. I guess Christian Kirk is Jaden Higgins. Yeah, Jaden Higgins way below Christian Kirk anyway. I don't know. Luther Burden. You want to talk about him?
No, we already talked about him. Anyone else for redraft purposes that is important, right? Rashad Bateman is not really a redraft guy because you got to flip the coin on when he's going to catch a deep ball touchdown.
Marquise Brown. Any interest in?
Yeah, I do have interest in Marquise
Okay.
Brown, but more of a best ball thing.
Okay.
Although it sucks because it shouldn't be a best ball thing because he never plays a full
I mean,
season.
at some point you're going to have to draft some of these guys in redrafts. You can't just all be best.
I won't because I play a lot of full PPR. I want my 5 receivers before and ending at Keon Coleman or Shaheed at 53. I want 5, which would lead me into wide receiver 60 for most teams. If I wait a little bit and take some running backs, I'm pounding wide receiver because I don't want any. I want later running backs that are ambiguous than wide receivers that are ambiguous.
Frankly, in a league where I'm starting 3 wide receivers and a flex, I'm fine taking 4 wide receivers and just seeing who pops.
I like to have one bench guy like late, but like I'd rather have my bench full of running backs.
Yes, I'm right with
than
you.
wide receivers.
Yeah.
Even though history does tell us wide receivers tend to totally pop. The question is picking the right one. Where the running backs are 1 injury away. The wide receivers are guessing which situation is going to pop.
Would you rather have Kyle Williams or Ray Davis?
Ray Davis.
Right, exactly.
But Kyle Williams could be a top 24 receiver without an injury. Ray Davis is never going to be a RB2 without an injury.
So you're saying a wide receiver 5, a Jaden Higgins type, a Trey Harris type.
Trust me, I'm the same way. It's smart to go running backs, but the last couple of years, running backs have not gotten hurt, and it's hurt us.
Yes.
Or the wide receivers, your Justin Jefferson, your Lab McConkey's.
It's a cyclical
came out of nowhere.
It's a cyclical thing. Just because they didn't get hurt en masse last year,
I know.
doesn't
We're
mean
more
they
likely to.
won't get.
In my mind.
Well, that's not how statistics.
That's gambler fallacy, but I believe that.
Right.
I will bet black 5 times in a row and bet it again.
It's tough. I stack my bench with
running backs,
upside running backs. Right. And so then, but. Like, do I need Luther Burden or Romeo Doubs or Adam Thielen on my team? No, I don't. What am I going to do with them?
The way I put it to Erica was...
These guys are never cracking my lineup.
Right.
So why are they even on my team?
And the way I put it is when there's an injury and the wide receiver 4 steps up to the wide receiver 3 or wide receiver 3 steps up to the wide receiver 2, it's really hard to quantify that into more usage, where the running back is so easy to guarantee this guy's going to play 70% of the snaps.
If you can identify the right guy.
And 70% of the snaps at running back is 15 to 20 touches. 80% of the snaps at wide receiver does not equate to 8 targets.
Right. If you
That's
can,
the difference.
If you can identify the right guy. That's why I'm not taking shots on. I'm not stuffing my bench with Dallas Cowboys running backs. I don't care about that. I want guys like Isaac Guerrero.
I do. Well, yeah.
I mean, you can take shots early, but
I want one shot, Javonte Williams, baby.
Nah, it's Jaden Blue.
Okay, or Jaden Blue.
He came out and he said he's not lazy, despite the reports.
He said it?
Yes.
Yeah, no one's ever said that before, right? Like, I'm not lazy. I'm not racist.
Anyway.
Didn't Kramer say that? Like,
Michael Richards.
I'm saying, Michael Richards said he wasn't racist, but his racist tirade.
All right, let's answer some
different.
questions.
Okay.
Feels like okay. Love me some digs this year. That's from Kappa. It might be the last 10 games before he goes.
Do you have to take a tinkle?
No, I'm good. You want me to answer these while you...
Go ahead. I'm going to go take a tinkle. Go ahead.
All right, so... Love Diggs this year. It might be the last 10 games before he goes full Antonio Brown. He is a bit of a... Recently, at least, he's been a bit... He was like the poster child for, like, a good boy in Minnesota, and then kind of went off the rails a little bit in Buffalo, and this boat stuff is odd. Puka Nacua is leveled up Hines Ward. Ooh, I like that comparison. That's a good look there. Are there more wide receivers that have a chance to finish wide receiver 1 than there are running backs that have a chance to finish running back 1? Yes, I fully agree with that. I fully, not support, but I think you're on the right track there. And the reason is wide receiver is very much talent driven in terms of who gets the targets, whereas opportunity is a lot in the running back is who the coaches like the more, stuff behind the scenes that we don't see. Pass protection, picking up assignments, even like workout stuff and stuff in the film room. So it feels like running back you've got 1 of 6, whereas wide receiver I could see 1 of 12 guys finishing as the wide receiver 1. Devontae Adams all-time red zone target scares me regarding Puka's upside. I would argue that he's an all-time red zone target. When he was with Aaron Rodgers, they had that magical connection. I don't know if that's going to continue with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford loves his guy. It was Cooper Kupp. Now it's Puka Nacua. He also, what the heck was his name? Anyway, we'll get back to it. Evans has been playing through injuries seemingly twice a season for his entire career. I think Father Time catches up with him this year. This will be the season. The Tampa Bay wide receivers take over. Could be. I don't know about that. I think they got a chance to make history with another 1,000-yard season for Mike Evans. And I think they're going to want to go for it.
Vegas opened his total at 999.5, and now it's down to 950.
I might not have enough Jamison Williams. I'm with you on that.
I think this is the year that we're going to see a huge leveling up for Jamison Williams.
Harrison will announce his arrival this year. Between Harrison and McBride, Kyler will be carried to a Pro Bowl.
Well, not tough to make a Pro Bowl.
Well, that doesn't mean anything anymore, but
Any concern with A.J. Brown and Hurts? Feels like it was a swept under the rug because of the Super Bowl, but I think I think the win could only embolden some arrogant behavior and fracture that relationship.
Yeah, what's your take on that situation? Because I think that was overblown.
Overblown.
Yeah.
The book reading
Yeah.
on the sidelines, like, you know what? They win the Super Bowl.
He's still a man
When you
among
win,
boys.
everything is. The problem is, I guess his point that is a little valid is they start to lose, which I don't think is going to happen. Maybe it could resurface, and now you have give me the damn ball. Let's stop running the ball fucking a million times. And we all know Jalen Hurts is an overrated quarterback. And A.J. Brown knows that Jalen Hurts is an overrated quarterback. And all it takes is one quote from him saying that, which is true, but you don't say it, and we have an issue.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Winning is a pretty good salve. Cures a lot of ails. You read the entire Tier 4, and I didn't hear Joshua Palmer. Disrespect. Where do I have Josh
He's
Palmer?
way lower than Tier 4.
Yeah,
he's
he's
wide
done-
receiver 70.
Joshua Palmer. Oh, I've got him 7 exactly. How about
Yeah,
that?
he's wide receiver 70.
Okay.
I do love it in best ball especially. I just love Keon Coleman so much that it's, man, he
All right,
is
here-
probably the value. He is probably the guy because I feel like there's a chance they all have 6 touchdowns and 700 yards besides Shakir. And that's a miss for Keon Coleman where you're drafting him and a hit for Josh Palmer. Right?
Right, but the question is, are you going to know when to start? Like, will Josh Palmer ever be
No.
in your wide receiver?
That's why I like Keon Coleman definitely in redraft because there's a chance that Keon Coleman is just their number 1 receiver.
And if he's not, you can cut him.
Right. Where Palmer is just more bench fodder.
Here's a question. Is the third wide receiver spot the best upside play? On a scale of Christian Kirk to Will Fuller, how much weekly risk do you look to inherit with your wide receiver 3?
It depends on your roster construction and what you have before that. If Jamison Williams is your second receiver, maybe you want to go a little safer with Khalil Shakir as your third. If your second receiver is a PPR merchant, someone like that, then you shoot for the moon with a higher upside third receiver. Or same with your running backs. If you take Christian McCaffrey, you maybe don't want to shoot them from the moon with your wide receiver 3 spot because there's a chance you don't have a running back 1.
It also probably depends on my league and my matchup that week, right? If I'm a big underdog, I'm definitely going to take some swings in RB2 wide receiver 3 spot, especially the flex.
See, I don't like doing that. I don't like the lineup decision to be based on what the projections are from the other team because I don't believe in projections, and they're usually bullshit.
Well, they're always bullshit.
So
If projections are accurate, we would just...
I know you can look at the team and be like, okay, I'm the underdog, and I need some upside. But you know what? There's a chance 2 of his guys get hurt that week. Like I want the most points possible, and play this out 10 times in a row. Who's more likely to score more points? I get what you're saying. Who's more likely to go
The
off.
problem is we're talking about matchups. I don't need to have the most points possible. I just need to beat my opponent, whether that's by
But the most
one
points
point or 100
possible
points.
helps out. You know,
In regard to what?
your chances of winning.
Okay, there's no argument there, obviously, but
You're looking at if there's a guy that's a 5 floor with an 18 upside compared to a guy with an 8 floor and a 13 upside, Jacoby Myers, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd rather play a Ricky Pearsall if you're a favorite to lose.
But
But Jacoby Myers can easily catch a touchdown. You know?
Okay, yes. It's difficult to
I don't read into that too much. Is my take.
you
I
don't
don't.
you don't look at the matchup at all?
No, because I have 24 matchups and I have
Okay.
no time to look at the other person's team.
That's fair. I mean, I
I'm
get
just
it.
saying,
That's
I'm
fair.
trying to put the most points out there I can every week. In the playoffs is maybe different. But
I'm trying to save my guy for the playoffs. Keep him fresh.
Yeah, right. I guess if you don't start him, they're not going to get injured. Jesus. All right, pound it real quick.
Yep.
Okay. Rob's Roundtable.
No, I was down here.
Oh, you were down there. I'll get you another one.
Okay.
What's this? Rob's Roundtable.
Tried.
Mike Story in the house. We're going to our 3rd episode of the
We
night.
just banged out 2. We got 2
Tight
more.
end tiers. Check out running back tiers and wide receiver tiers. Those are good
This
episodes.
one should be faster, yeah?
You'd think so, but I don't know, man. Tight ends are very, very juicy this year. And stat of the day for you. This is a Brenton Strange stat.
Oh,
Where
great.
are you standing on Brenton Strange?
I don't care about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
In general.
Tight ends.
Okay. So, last year, Liam Cohen deployed K. Dotton on 87% of the snaps. That's the 3rd most. In
He's always on the field.
But he's not really that good of a tight end. Decent blocker.
He was
but-
good when both Evans and Godwin were hurt.
Yes, but 87% does not really fit his criteria as a player. Backups for Brenton Strange this year are Johnny Munt and Hunter
Johnny
Long.
Munt
Block,
from the Rams?
block first guy. So he
Who's
doesn't
the
have
second
any, Hunter Long.
Hunter Long.
Yeah, nobody, right? And the Jaguars tight ends as a whole rank 6th in total targets since T-Law took over in 2021.
Okay.
That's a Brenton Strange stat. Like, he's going to be on the field, he's going to get targeted, and he's going like tight end freaking 20.
That's way too high.
That's too high for him?
Oh, maybe not.
No, it's too low for him. He should go way higher.
I don't know about that.
What do you mean? I just read you all those stats.
Travis Hunter's there.
So?
So who was the wide receiver 2 there last year?
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
And I love Diamond Brown.
Brenton Strange is not the same talent as Evan Ingram.
He had a 9 or 10 catch game.
Great.
Well, it was only for like 60 yards.
What's his name? Gray from the Patriots had like a
well.
4-touchdown game once. And then he was off the team the next week.
Anyways, I got one more thing for you per usual. Since tight ends suck and no one really wants to watch things about tight ends, I got something really juicy for you.
Is it related
to
to tight
spice it up? It could be. So, have you heard about like Siamese twins or, you know, conjoined twins, they call them?
Yes.
You know it's real.
Yes.
Have you seen this chick, Abby Hansel?
No.
Well, that's one of them. But she got married recently. There was a reality show about him, so it's 100%.
Aren't they two different people?
Yeah, but they have one body.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know this person personally.
No, I have a lot of questions about this, and I didn't look it up specifically because I have a lot of questions about this. How does it work? Not just sexually, but how does it work? Like, how do they walk? Does each person control a leg?
I don't know.
They both have organs, their own organs. They have two hearts, right?
Okay. So sometimes they share organs, though, don't they?
No, this case they don't.
Okay.
And when one of them dies, like, they have to cut? Like, how does it work?
I think they both die.
Okay, but what about like walking? How does it work with their legs?
I don't know.
And then sexually, how does it work?
Like who's getting up here? Like,
well, no, but like dating,
do
the one girl got married, which is a thing. So like she has to be there while she gets railed. Do they both feel it? But they share the same vagina sensations.
let's go to Reddit because Reddit is the foremost authority on conjoined twins.
Yeah.
Who controls what varies hugely between individuals because body and brain structure is unique. There you go.
So it
There's
depends.
no the
the one
answer.
the
Hey,
name
you're on the
I
clock.
heard.
You're on the clock.
I'm always in the clock.
Okay.
The name I heard is in control. The other one's just submissive.
I don't know. I guess it would depend on that respective person. That's got to be.
I have another great question for you.
Okay.
Which Mortal Kombat character, are you familiar with Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Which Mortal Kombat character would be the best gay?
The best gay?
Gay guy.
What do you mean the best gay?
The best gay guy.
What defines best?
Like best, like in bad, like most like sought after, you know?
Well, I mean, there's differences. Like, are we talking?
There's one answer.
In bed, or are we talking like?
Yeah, in
Who
bed.
do I want
In
to
bed.
take
In
to
bed.
meet my parents?
No, in bed. In bed. Yes, the that. Thank you. In bed.
In bed. Probably Goro.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! Goro, baby! 4 hands.
Okay. Well, there
A
you
mouth
go.
and an asshole.
Where's the one to trust?
He
right?
can literally. I haven't brought up the one to trust.
Yeah.
Goro can satisfy. Did it die? No, here it is. Goro can satisfy 6 men easily. Okay, where your normal girl or guy. Girl has 2 holes, right?
Right.
Like in terms of down there. But still, more than a girl can satisfy. 2 heads. So my question is, why don't these conjoined twins, like fetish thing, shit's real, right? Dude, Siamese twin or conjoined twin fetish porn?
Dude, I'm sure it's out there. I don't know that for a fact.
Well, I haven't looked it up, but I don't want.
There's something like 4 million porn sites or something.
Can you imagine that though?
One in 100,000 live birth? That seems like a lot.
They get 2 mouths, right?
Right.
That's cool. Now Goro gets 4
Now,
hands though.
if you think about it, he could jerk off 8 dudes at the same time, if the dude stood tip to tip, right? So you go tip to tip.
Oh wow, he has
Yep.
big hands.
Right. Well, yeah. So you got
hey.
dude here, dude here, dude here, dude here, dude, right?
Yeah.
It goes back and forth. You could go 8 guys.
And mouth and ass. 10 guys at once.
Yes.
To satisfy. Wow. Because your normal girl has small hands and she's not going to be able to do 2 at once. She's not going to work.
She
She's
has-
only head stuff.
She has man hands.
Right. That's a good breakdown story. Thank you.
Yes.
You're like, see how I always bring something to the show?
I can't take credit for that. That came from the show Silicon Valley. on
Don't
HBO.
stop giving away like your hopium. Like just take that for yourself.
Okay.
All right. Fantasy Football Counselor has nothing on those intros. Tight end tiers.
All right,
You
here
ready?
we go.
Are you ready for this?
Tight and
get rid of this.
appropriately named.
For what we talked about.
Yeah.
See, that's what I do.
All right. Here we go.
First tier, half PPR. We're going on Fantasy Pros ECR ranks. Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and George Kittle all in the first tier.
Okay.
Do you feel like George Kittle belongs in this tier?
I feel like Brock Bowers belongs in his own tier.
Really?
Yeah.
In half PPR, I feel like they're all in the same tier.
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Brock Bowers is
Trey McBride had 108 catches last year.
Yeah, but like I said in a previous podcast, I think there's a mandate from the organization to get Marvin Harrison more involved this year.
Yeah.
So and Brock
Well, that's
Bowers.
gonna happen.
How many touchdowns did Brock Bowers score
5
in his rookie season? It's only going to go
5.
up.
And
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride scored 9 touchdowns since high school.
Right.
That's a fact.
He didn't even score
He had
touchdown.
2.
I think he's in his final season at Colorado State. I don't even think he
1.
scored a touchdown
1.
until the
1.
very last game of the season.
1 touchdown.
Yeah. So he doesn't necessarily project as a touchdown guy. So for me,
Neither does Brock Bowers, though.
yeah, but
Like, George Kittle's the touchdown guy.
when Brock Bowers runs across the field, you better run it high.
So, George Kittle in this tier for you or not?
No, I like I said, I think Brock Bowers tier 1.
Okay.
McBride and Kittle tier 2.
Let me phrase it to you like this.
Okay.
If we make this full PPR, is George Kittle in this tier for you?
No.
Is Trey McBride and Brock Bowers even?
No.
Because I actually would debate taking Trey McBride over Brock Bowers in full PPR. Because nothing has changed in Arizona besides, you said, the mandate of getting Marvin Harrison the ball.
Mhm.
A lot has changed in Vegas.
Right.
Better for
Better
touchdown
scheme,
equity, but no.
better
no,
scheme,
less
better
less
coach.
for targets, though.
Better quarterback.
Less targets for him.
For why?
Ashton Genty?
Okay. You telling me that they didn't dump off to the running back last year?
Brock Bowers was legitimately a garbage time monster last year.
Yes.
Nothing against
The
him.
defense is still
But
pretty bad.
he scored almost half his points in the fourth quarter when they were down by 2 scores.
Okay.
That's not exactly a ringing endorsement. I love Brock Bowers, but I feel like it's a lot closer than the rankings say, where Bowers goes to 18 and McBride goes 26.
I think Bowers separates himself as the next Travis Kelce, the next Rob Gronkowski, the next Jimmy Graham.
Yeah, Trey McBride's more of a prime like Zach Ertz.
Yeah, great.
110 catches. I like that.
Yeah, I don't really care about that. Like Arizona
Okay,
is
how many
not
touchdowns is Brock Bowers going to score this year? What would you put it at?
8.
You put it at 7.5?
Yeah. What's
would
it at? What's Vegas at?
Probably around there. What would you
Yeah.
put Trey McBride's at?
2?
Well, you would hammer that over. What would you realistically put it at?
4. Probably 4.
4.5?
Yeah. No, 3.5. I put it at 4 even.
Oh, I think it's at 4.5 or 5. I think it's at 5.5.
That's too high.
I would hammer that over.
That's too high.
There's no way he doesn't score that many.
He doesn't have a nose for the end zone, man.
Well, they said that
He
about
scored-
Andre Johnson too. Remember that?
Yeah.
They said that about a lot of guys, and they end up scoring a lot of touchdowns. St. Brown early on, they said it about.
Listen, if you look, what's the round difference between Brock Bowers and Trey McBride? Because that's really the conversation.
Mid-second to early third.
Mid-second.
And then George Kittle, you have early fourth.
Yeah, George Kittle's the best value on the board.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's in the same.
In half point, I would agree, and that's what we're talking about. So.
Yeah, I don't care about half versus.
Well,
speed.
I do when you're talking about George Kittle 75 catches and Trey McBride 110.
Okay.
That is 45 points, right?
Yeah,
The
that's
touchdowns. That's 9 touchdowns.
I don't think he's going to catch 110 this year. Trey McBride.
That's not 9 touchdowns. Though. That's bad.
9 touchdowns. So George Kittle is the best value
8 touchdowns.
on the board. So Brock Bowers and Trey McBride are going to give you consistent production week in and week out. You're going to have to deal with George Kittle. He gets banged up, right? He gets nicked up. He probably misses 2 games this year, maybe 3. He has games where he could easily win you your week. He has games where he could absolutely fall on his face because they need him to block. That's the problem with George Kittle. He is a roller coaster.
But the upside is the wide receiver room is a mess right now.
It is a mess.
You have an injured Juwan Jennings who
Jennings
wants a contract.
Pearsall's coming off
unproven.
He's coming off
Ayuk
injury.
is not playing.
Right.
And the offense is going to roll. So next tier, which is weird. They have a big tier here, 4 to 9, which I disagree with like crazy. Sam Laporta at 4, Hawkinson 5, Andrews, Kelsey, and Njoku and Ingram.
Jesus, that's a big tier.
I feel like Sam Laporta is in a tier of his own.
I
And I hate Sam Laporta. Okay?
Yeah.
I made many gay jokes about Sam Laporta in glory holes coming out. I ate my
Look
words.
at after week 8. I think it's week 8 or week 9 last year.
And he
His,
was hurt.
his metrics
And
changed. He went up.
He got hurt.
He went up.
3.
Yeah. So he definitely took a step back week 1 and 2. But I'm telling you, his production went up by probably 30%.
And by the end of the year, he was back to Sam Laporta we know.
And I think he was 4th in points per game last year.
So let me add this. Yeah, but like 4th was like a big fall off from 3.
True.
That's what tight end is.
But I mean, that's
let me
why there's a
pose
difference.
this question for you.
Okay.
So half point PPR, is Sam Laporta closer to George Kittle or closer to TJ Hawkinson?
Closer to TJ Hawkins.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's right fairly priced there because ADP wise though he's going so much closer to Hawkinson. That's why Laporta's a value to me because you have Kittle going let's say 40 overall. You have Kittle 40, Laporta going 78 or 80, and Hawkinson going 88.
Yeah.
Like Laporta should be going closer to Kittle than Hawkinson or right in the middle. He's not. So would that make Laporta a value for you?
Yeah. Where's he at? Round 6?
Or it'd be round 6, round 7.
Yeah. Giving up, there's a lot of good opportunities.
I know.
There
That's the right of the threshold where all the position players, 10 picks later, wash out, right? And it's question marks.
I have no problem with Bowers, McBride, and Kittle at cost. No problem whatsoever. You want to take somebody there?
Do you think Hawkinson is in the elite, let's call it the top 5, right?
Yeah.
Does he deserve to be in there? Because his touchdown number in Vegas is 3.5. Laporta's 6.5.
It's only 3.5?
Yes, because he doesn't catch touchdowns.
Yeah.
Laporta's 6.5. Kittle's like 6.5 or 7.5. Laporta has the same touchdown number as McBride and Bowers.
Seems about right.
I know, and I know he's not going to have the volume the other guys are going to have, but we have a tried true offense.
You're saying Bowers has the same touchdown number as Sam Laporta?
Uh-huh.
Are you sure about
Yes, 100%. 6.5.
That's too low.
Well, he had 5 last year. He had 110 catches, dude.
Yeah. I think he's only going to catch 2 more touchdowns? He's a monster of a man.
So is okay. Yeah, he is. He is a monster of a man. Andrews, Kelsey, and Njoku and Ingram are to round out this tier.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So I've got Laporta and Hawkinson in their own tiers.
I would as well, but I don't even know about Hawkinson. I think I'm not drafting a single. Because like
You're making
you know like the RB dead zone.
Yeah.
Like tight end dead zone is typically like where we're talking about.
I don't want to
different.
rank anybody like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like,
Laporta for me is a clear above any of these guys.
You're making me rethink my Hawkinson ranking.
Because
5.
Hawkinson is so much closer to Andrews now with likely being hurt, right? Andrews, Kelsey, and Njoku and Hawkinson are the same player.
There's no reason to take Hawkinson if you can get Andrews where
Njoku and Hawkinson, what's the difference?
Njoku and Hawkinson, like the difference between those guys?
Yeah.
Offense.
But
Like,
catch-wise.
has a big difference.
Catches. And I just told you that Hawkinson's touchdown number is 3.5, which I'm betting Njoku's is not 2.5.
I don't know.
Probably
man.
higher, dude. It's not 2.5. There's no way.
I don't know, dude.
I would bet fucking $1 million on Njoku.
We can look
You don't have to look it up.
Okay.
I guarantee it's not. I'm just saying, like, Njoku's at 8 and Hawkinson's at 5.
Okay. I mean,
And then we can keep on going down the list. Evan Ingram, who's projected for like 80 catches. Tucker. Now we're going to go to the next tier. Just a real quick touch on it. Tucker Kraft, Jake Ferguson. Like, what's the difference between Hawkinson and Tucker Kraft?
they only have Tucker Kraft and Jake Ferguson in a tier? Nobody else?
No, there's more. I just don't
Oh.
want to go down anymore. I just don't know the big difference there. That's where they're all
Well,
the same. to
we've
me.
seen Hawkinson do it one year. Like, that's the difference.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Okay. I get it. He was coming off injury last year.
We saw
like,
Tucker
his
Kraft
ACL,
dominate last
MCL
year.
injury.
We've seen Evan Ingram have 100
Tucker
catch
Kraft
a year.
did not dominate last year.
Metrics wise, he did. Evan Ingram had 100 catch a year.
Okay.
Hawkinson never did that.
You think that there's a 100 catch upside in the Denver
No.
offense with Evan Ingram?
David Njoku has been a top 5 tight end the last 2 years. Travis Kelsey is one of the best receiving tight ends of all time. Mark Andrews had 11 touchdowns last year.
Yeah,
I'm just giving you like all those guys I can give you a case for over Hawkinson.
I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that Hawkinson.
You had Hawkinson in a tier with Laporta.
Yeah.
Gross.
I mean,
I hate Laporta. Why am I arguing for Laporta?
I don't know. Why are you arguing for
Well,
Laporta?
because I think he's misvalued.
You think he's too low?
I don't think his tight end ranking as tight end 4 is too low. I think his ADP is too low.
Well, then the good opportunity for you to get him a value.
Yes. I think he's the last of the Mohicans.
Where
Because
is Hawkinson being drafted?
87 overall.
Where is
80.
Andrews being drafted?
100.
That's
Kelsey 90.
Kelsey's off.
I'm just saying. Njoku 110. Ingram 100. Like those guys are all.
I really don't want. The one guy that I might want there is Mark Andrews because the touchdowns are a big deal with tight ends, right? You need some touchdown equity. So I think Hawkinson does have that despite his touchdown number in Vegas.
So
and
bet
I
that
know,
over.
I know that Mark
You're
Andrews.
saying bet that over 3.5. Hammer that, right?
I don't know.
Hawkinson 3.5. Hammer it.
Okay.
It's low.
Okay. There's a difference between betting, which is again taking median outcomes versus your projections and your possibilities, right?
I don't make projections. I only go on emotion.
Gut feel.
I'm like fantasy football.
I hate
coach.
Laporta.
Yeah. No, I did hate Laporta, but I can also adjust. Just because I hated Laporta 2 years ago, coming out as a prospect, and I like Michael Mayer more, Doesn't mean that I think Laporta's a bad player. I think he's in a great situation, and I think he's an above-average player.
The one thing that could hinder Brock Bowers is Michael Mayer did get injured last year. And so if he comes back in and they play two tight end sets, kind of how they did in
See, I wasn't thinking of that at all.
kind of how Pete Carroll used to do in Seattle on occasion.
He's going to do it.
Yeah. So again, we're talking range of outcomes here, right? I'm of the belief that Hawkinson has a range of outcomes that includes 7 touchdowns.
And 85 catches and 1,000 yards. I can tell you David Njoku has 85 catch in his range of outcomes.
No, not in Cleveland. Not anymore.
They throw the ball all the time.
Oh, God.
Travis Kelce clearly has 90 catch upside.
Not anymore.
Well, he did it last year and he was terrible. Mark Andrews, not the catches, but 11 touchdowns.
Okay.
And Sam Laporta, maybe 70 catches, but 10 touchdowns. That's the difference.
I mean, we really should be looking at touchdown equity. Because...
Let's move on to the next
All
tier.
right.
Tier 3, number 10 to number 18. Big tier. Tucker Kraft, Jake Ferguson, Dalton Kincaid, Tyler Warren, Dallas Goedert at 14, Colston Loveland, Jonnu Smith. I don't know why he's in this tier still. Hunter Henry and Kyle Pitts.
He's Jonnu Smith, really?
He's still in that tier. We're
Hunter
taking
Henry,
him
and
off.
then what was the
We're
last
taking
one you
him
said?
off. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, God. So I don't care about any of those guys except for Tyler Warren and to a lesser extent Dallas Goedert.
Tucker Kraft?
I don't care about Tucker Kraft.
He's bad.
He's bad. He falls down when he catches the ball,
He's-
and there's games where he just disappears from the offense.
He had like the best yak of any player last year.
No. What was
the
it?
reception? It was unreal.
Okay.
Unreal. Tight ends wise, not any player.
Okay.
I mean, it might as well be any player in my mind. Yeah, his metrics are great. Jake Ferguson, who was me and Nico's boy last year, if you recall. 0 touchdowns last year. Now, he got hurt week 3 with an MCL.
Right.
Dak Prescott got hurt when he came back. It was a perfect storm of shit. I'm lukewarm. I've been taking him more in best ball recently, but I was off him because I like Kraft and Kincaid. Like, I'm taking Kincaid over him. That probably is a mistake. Is it a mistake? Tell me it's not a mistake.
No, it's not a mistake. I don't think there's any reason to draft Jake Ferguson this year. Whatsoever.
Because the upside isn't there?
There's no upside there.
What about Kincaid?
I don't like I said, if I'm not getting Bowers, McBride,
Ice cream, yeah.
Bowers. I'm not getting Bowers, McBride, Kittle, and to a lesser extent Laporta. I might look to see where Andrews drops. Other than that, like I'm skipping everybody unless Tyler Warren is there.
But Tyler Warren, why are people about Tyler Warren?
Did
He's a good player.
He is. You want to talk about like a true Joker role? He played quarterback in high school.
Is it the rushing and stuff like that?
No, it's the fact that he leveled up completely his last year at Penn State. And the reason that he didn't perform as well the year before is he's dealing with actually a really good tight end in Theo Johnson.
How many touchdowns do you think the Colts as a team are projected to throw?
To throw or
Yes,
to score altogether?
To throw.
Because Tyler Warren can get end arounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not bank on that for our tight end value. All right. I'm just saying, like, it's the lowest, second lowest in the league. It's 18.
I would have said
Jets
like
are lowest.
25, but
Jets are lowest. Like the Colts.
and you love Garrett Wilson? Get out of here with that
for
nonsense.
PPR.
Okay.
I'm just saying, 18.
Okay.
And you have Michael Pittman, you have Josh Downs, you have Alec Pierce, you have Jonathan Taylor.
I'm out on all those guys except for Jonathan Taylor.
Saying, so like, is there any world where Tyler Warren scores 7 touchdowns this year? How?
Probably not, but maybe if it's a 1% chance, I'm willing to take him.
Dalton Kincaid.
Where's he ranked?
Right below Dalton Kincaid at tight end 13.
Okay, and where's he being drafted?
I mean, probably 150.
Okay, so what's your opportunity cost there?
But
Give
give
me
me get
Warren.
Dalton Kincaid at 140.
Give me Kincaid and then give me Warren, and
Okay.
let's see if Warren does
Jake
anything.
Ferguson, could you see him catching 7 touchdowns?
Absolutely.
With Jake, what?
No.
You don't think Dak at
I
34?
don't think the Cowboys are going to score.
We have seen it though.
Yeah,
2 years ago, we saw it.
with a much better offensive line,
Okay.
and without a wide receiver too. In George
Dallas
Pickens.
Goedert at 14, right after him. Can Dallas
don't-
Goedert score 8 touchdowns?
No, but Dallas Goedert
What do you
is
mean, no?
a pretty steady Eddie in terms
Yeah.
of catching the ball for Philadelphia.
Colston Loveland at 15. You want Warren over Loveland?
Yes.
I probably do too.
Okay.
Hunter Henry at 17. Kyle Pitts at 18. You want Warren over all those guys?
Yeah.
So you love Warren.
Got him at 11.
You have ahead of Kincaid and Kraft? Ew, dude, ahead of Kraft?
What? You want to go through Kraft's
Kraft
box
had
score?
6 touchdowns last year.
Okay.
And the last 4 weeks of the year, he played like 90% of the snaps. He's the only one that plays in that offense.
Okay.
So what are we talking about?
You mean
here?
the only one plays? You mean the only
The
one?
only one that plays like every snap on that offense, besides Josh Jacobs.
Okay. Let's look at his game log from last year, shall we?
Yeah, and it got better as it goes along.
Okay. 3 for 53. Okay, that's not bad. 2 for 34.
Go to the whole game on. Go to the end. Go to the end.
You're looking at what? 7 for 36, 3 for 53, 4 for 63, 2 for 34, 5 for 41. Right? He didn't score a touchdown in his last 4 games. Like,
Okay.
1 for 0, 4 for 33, 4 for 13. He might pop off for a 8-catch game,
That
but
was last year. Moving on to the
That's
next
last
year.
yeah, and they only brought in more talent this year with Matthew Golden.
No, not more talent.
I disagree.
Sucks. Okay.
What is the point of drafting Tucker Kraft?
Well, I guess you're waiting for the hot take episode.
Okay, all right.
Next tier, I'm just going to highlight a couple guys. Zach Ertz at 19, Steady Eddie. Isaiah Likely at 20. You know, he is out 6 weeks, new news.
Yeah, I have to move him down. I got him at 22.
But I kind of like waiting on him now. I know it's weird to take 2 tight ends in redraft, but like he will be back, and I like Isaiah Likely. And I didn't like him as a standalone guy. He was more of a best ball guy. But he's a good player. And that's low.
Andrews and Likely will not both be on this team next year. They can't afford
That's
it.
true. Right.
So the
Andrews
question becomes, was Andrews step back in, now he scored 1,000 touchdowns last year, but was his step back in regular production, receptions, and yards because of the car accident, or because he actually kind of hit an age
It
cliff?
was a car accident, it was a knee injury, and an age cliff all mixed together.
Yeah, well, and not leading. So at some point,
Put it in a blender.
at some point, does the baton get passed to Isaiah Likely when he's healthy? Now, there's 0 point in drafting Isaiah Likely right now because he's injured and he's not going to even he's not going to have his one pop off game until like week 6.
Probably. Let's just go tier 4 here and talk about guys that have a potential to be the weekly starters.
Okay.
You know who my answer is, but
Kato.
Ertz, Likely, Fryermuth, Otten, Gesicki, Strange, Okonkwo, Mason Taylor, Dalton Schultz, Tavion Sanders, and Jawan Johnson. Let's add in Elijah Arroyo, who's getting some news now.
Yeah, only because they cut.
Right, that's set on 30. Give me 2 names that could be thrust into top 12.
Chigakwankwo is right there.
Okay, you took my answer, but I love that.
No, I had it before you.
Good. What do you have him at?
20.
That's nice. I have him at like 16.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Maybe even higher. Actually, I think I want Okonkwo over Warren.
Over who?
Warren.
Oh, Warren.
Yeah, I want him over Warren.
That's a
For
bad,
sure.
bad move.
What do you mean it's a bad move?
That's a bad
Board
move.
bet?
I'll board bet that.
Would you?
Yeah. Tyler Warren over
Yeah.
over
Let's do it. Let's
Chigakwankwo?
do it.
That's ridiculous.
You got to give me like an advantage one because that's a 13 tight end spot advantage.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll do it.
The other guy is probably Hunter Henry.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, my number 1 is Okonkwo, but I'm not going to give you that one because you have that one. I talk about him every show.
Mhm.
Brenton Strange and Mason Taylor are my 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of off Mason Taylor. I like the talent, but
Mason Taylor might be the number 2 there, and Josh Reynolds is the number 2.
I don't
Number
really.
2 target.
Yeah.
And Brenton Strange, I just gave you the stats about Brenton Strange. So
Yeah, you gave me the stats for Evan Ingram. You didn't give me the stats for Brenton Strange.
Okay.
You gave me the stats for a Jacksonville player at one point in the
Evan
past.
Ingram's not very good.
You didn't give me the stats for Jacksonville Jaguars that drafted Travis Hunter Jr., number 2 overall.
One more name that's a deep dive here is Jawan Johnson.
Yeah.
I love him. There's no third receiver.
Forget
in New
Jawan
Orleans.
Johnson. Theo Johnson. That's
Okay.
your guy you should
Really?
keep an eye
Over
on.
Jawan Johnson?
Yeah. That's your guy.
Okay, Jawan Johnson, Theo Johnson.
I'll take that.
Full PPR.
Half.
Full.
Half.
All right, half.
All right.
Fuck. All right. 2 board bets on late tight ends. I
Theo
love it.
Johnson, man. That's a
I
guy you should
love
keep
it.
an eye on. New York Giants, for those who...
Okay.
Anything
last
on Harold
thoughts?
Fannin or...
Let's do a quick, just kind of retrospective on the tight end position this year.
It looks gross.
It's always gross.
It looks-
Is it every year we think it's going to be better and it's not?
I don't think it's going to be
I think it's going to be better.
I don't
Because I love Tucker Kraft. I love Kincaid. I like Goddard.
You
and
can take-
I love Kyle Pitts.
You can take 5 through 16, throw them all in a blender, and...
Yeah, and I get it.
Yeah, and so If you're not going to draft
It's
one
hard
of the
to
top
identify it, but I think it's going to be good.
But
it
it
makes
is-
sense. It's
Right.
going to be good.
But if you're not
Hard to
drafting
identify.
one of the top 4 guys, you might as well wait and draft somebody late, or even 2 guys, and see what pops off.
That is usually every year what we should do.
Right, and so it hasn't changed. Every year, people think it's going to be different, and we get the exact same thing. Because tight end, it's such a difficult position to... Now, usually we have concerns about rookie tight ends, right? But Laporta and Brock Bowers have kind of stymied that. So maybe things are changing in the league in general.
You think so?
That's why I have no problem with Tyler Warren where he is.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. You want to get to questions? I'll
Get questions. He's got to take a little tinkle. What do we got? Wow. Interesting stat for Strange. I've avoided Jacksonville like the plague this year. Something that about that organization is just so stinky. It is very stinky. It's not as bad as with Urban Meyer. Boom, Kappa. Trey going over 4.5 touchdown production, 100%. That's happening. Genty should project as the safe player this year versus Bowers being the safest player with the Raiders last year. McBride 10-1. See, that's exactly what I said. Simpatico. We miss you, Kappa. You're going to be on here in a couple weeks. I love it. Another question. How many wide receivers will realistically have a chance at 110 catches? How many, since those 2 tight ends are, 110 catch guys, apparently. How much weight do you put on the positional advantage? In full PPR, I really, really value that because you're getting the same production. Like, it's like, would you take Garrett Wilson or Trey McBride? Give me Trey McBride all day. Ingram is one of my favorite later tight ends. Steady Eddie Ingram, and I have dreams of Sean Payton and Jimmy Graham. I don't know if you're going to get that, but
Like the Mortal Kombat segment?
they don't have many other options there, and Evan Ingram is the guy. He's not a sexy guy, but he is probably going to have 75 or 80 catches. Evan Ingram, how many catches?
In Denver.
Stays healthy.
If he's healthy, I think he caps out at 70 this year.
It's pretty good.
It's good. Yeah, it's not the...
It's not what he wants to hear.
Yeah.
It's not. What are you drinking there?
Little hydrating water.
Wow, this guy's really...
Gotta drive, man.
Yeah, I know. I used to have to do that. Rob's Round Table. Rob's Round Table. There it is. Better.
That's better.
Hot takes. We're getting hot. We're getting spicy. The hottest takes in the land. What say you, Story?
Well, we just crapped off running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. That's a lot. This one should be fun. Don't hold us to anything specifically here. I do believe there are some truths behind these, but reminder, these are hot takes.
They are, and they'll be good. Stat of the day for you: 28 of the 31 quarterbacks with 100-plus carries in a season went on to post top 12 numbers in points per game since 2014.
Okay.
The last 10 years,
100 carries. Wow.
90% of the quarterbacks that had 100 carries have been quarterback ones.
90% of the carries. No, 90% of the quarterbacks that don't. Okay, yeah, that's a good stat.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Easy money, right? And there's 6 of them, and it's a Justin Fields stat, kind of. But
So what do you got
it's
this
gonna
year?
happen.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels, Justin Fields,
Jalen Hurts, borderline.
Jalen Hurts.
Drake May, maybe, but probably not 100. Maybe.
Probably not. I mean,
That's it.
yeah.
Kyler
5.
Murray doesn't get there unless he
No.
starts running more.
Bo Nix, I guess, would be the next possible one.
Oh, absolutely not. No. Okay, hot takes. Question: are you Skip or Stephen A. or Shannon Sharp?
I don't like any of those guys. Also,
What?
Shannon Sharp's out from ESPN.
Well, that's true. But which one are you?
What do you mean, which one am I?
Which one are we? Where are we
Oh.
going? Like, if we were going to, we're hot taking it, right? This is the hot take episode. First take. I'm probably more of a Stephen A.
Why do you say that?
I'm a Stephen A.
Because-
mixed with Skip.
No.
You're a Shannon.
Okay, I agree. I don't think either one of us could be Stephen A. because Stephen A. doesn't know what he's talking about
And he just
75%
yells.
of the time.
And Skip's just a pipsqueak.
Yeah. Skip it. I don't like any. Like I said, I guess we're both Shannon Sharp.
Have you, did you hear this? I know he just got busted with the whole, he just paid the civil suit with the rape allegation, which definitely probably bullshit, but have you heard his sex tape that came out before that?
No.
Oh my God, you gotta listen to that.
But listen to it.
Oh, well, I don't know if it's not so much visual, but it's like the audio of it. It's hilarious. Dude, he's hilarious. It's so funny. It sounds like a bit. Like, it sounds like a bit like Dave Chappelle would do. Did this get leaked? Oh, yeah, it got leaked.
Okay.
And I guess the thing is like we guys in general sound weird during sex. We do
I'm
sound
sure.
weird.
Like I don't want to think about that.
You never heard yourself?
What am I recording myself?
Yeah.
What for? Like to film study to
Yes.
review?
Yeah.
Like,
How can I do
like-
better? Am I dirty enough? Am I funny?
No,
I guess you don't
personally,
want to be funny. But,
I guess not. I mean, some chicks probably dig that.
well, like Elaine, like to have conversations during sex. Like dirty talk? No, like the news.
Like the
right?
weather. I mentioned the bisque.
Right. I don't know. You check it out though. You're gonna laugh your ass off. Shannon Sharp just.
All right, I'll see where I
it's
can
like,
find it.
It's like smack talk in a game.
Am I gonna get put on a list?
No, it's not like R. Kelly video. You don't
Okay.
want to watch that.
No.
All right, Rob's Roundtable. Hot takes, 10 each. You have 10?
10 and 2 honorable mentions.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. I have one honorable mention. I'm not going to just go into it. Chickaconquo, top 12 tight end.
Mine is
I'm not
Noah
gonna-
Gray's a top 10 tight end. So
Wow. I'm not
Interesting.
gonna, is that injury related or?
no, that is just related to production. Noah Gray's
And-
always kind of been there.
Yeah.
And if Travis Kelce falls off, what's your second one?
The reason I don't have a second one, but the
Okay.
reason that I have this on here is it's not, as honorable mention, it's not a hot take, it's a fact. So I can't have it as a hot take.
Okay.
Hot take would be top 6, but I don't want to go there. What do you got for your second one?
Mike McDaniel's fired mid-season. If you want to go spicier than that, Mike McDaniel's the first
6 games.
first coach fired.
Yeah, first 6 games. 1-5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a weird one for fantasy, but
Weird
I like
one.
it. Okay,
It changes the complete outlook for that offense if he gets fired.
you ready for my first one?
Yes.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Never heard of him.
outside the top 18 for receivers. I thought I was going to go hot there in terms of like good. It's a negative one. I'm doing a negative
Yeah,
one.
I mean, I got
Outside the top 18. He's going wide
about
receiver
half and half.
8.
Yeah. We'll call that jalapeno hot.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that's habanero or ghost pepper hot.
I wanted to say top 24, but
There's-
he's just too good.
There's tons of reasons, not tons, but there's reasons why that could happen. Travis Hunter plays far more on the offense than we think, and he's a better quality. Your boy Brenton Strange catches 110 passes down there.
And Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor
sucks.
Lawrence falls off the cliff that he's been falling off for the
I
last
had
5 years.
Travis Hunter.
By the
and
way, do
Trevor
you know that
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence is only like 4 months older than Bo Nix?
He's very young.
Yeah.
I know. Well, it's like Kyle
And-
Pitts is 24. Like, these things are crazy. Yeah, I had Travis Hunter playing more and then Trevor Lawrence being bad.
Okay.
And Liam Cohen not being what we were sold. Those 3 things. Because Brian Thomas Jr. is a
So
good
yeah,
player.
so there's 4 or 5 ways that this could happen. Yeah. So
I don't
again,
know what his upside is. He's at wide receiver 8. He's the one guy that you were saying these guys that have a chance to be wide receiver 1. The chance there is they convert Travis Hunter into a cornerback full time and Trevor Lawrence wins MVP. Those 2 things are not happening. Therefore, I'm fading Brian Thomas Jr. this year.
Okay.
Like, not even just a hot take statement. Like, I'm off of him. You're right on consensus.
I mean, we saw what he could do last year, and if Liam Cohen is as good as advertised, then there's
Travis Hunter, bro.
yeah.
Dimey Brown.
Travis Hunter caught like a 50,000
Screen
passes there because all they do is throw the ball.
Well, okay. What do you got?
Not
for
my,
your first one?
hashtag not my.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, I do. I think it's very reasonable. Like I said, it's a jalapeno
I
without
should have
the
gone hotter.
without
Okay.
the
All right.
seeds.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, mine is also. I'm easing in. So
I
mine's
have a hot one
okay.
next.
Baker Mayfield throws 45 touchdown passes and is a quarterback 3 or better.
Ooh, that's really hot.
I wouldn't say that's
He threw
bad.
41 last year.
Right. So we're talking 4 more
But
touchdowns.
no one expects him to repeat.
Exactly. Everybody thinks that touchdown regression is coming, despite the fact that his touchdown percentage has always been higher than the league average. He still has. They added Emeka Egbuka, right? Chris Godwin is going to come back at some point. You got Mike Evans. You
Kate
got
Otten.
Jaden McMillan. You got Kate Otten, right?
Rashad White?
Yeah.
I'm saying a good pass.
And Bucky's a pass catcher too. So
I like that one. All right, you ready for some hotness?
yes, hit me.
Justin Fields finishes as quarterback 1
That's pretty
in
spicy.
4 for passing touchdown leagues, and shatters the quarterback rushing record, which he has. The thing is, everyone seems to forget that Justin Fields has the second all-time quarterback rushing record.
What do you mean? What in yards or?
Yes, yards.
Okay.
He
Because he's
has
not touching.
11. He has 1150 or something, and I think Lamar has 1206.
Good God.
I feel like Justin Fields is going to have 1300 this year.
Yeah, it's
Hot
possible.
take wise.
He's got to play. He's got to be the starter every single game.
He's not going to lose his job. It's impossible. Tyrod Taylor said.
That's true. That's their backup.
So 1300 yards. Now the path are going to be quarterback 1. 1300 yards is not enough. he needs 8 rushing touchdowns, and he needs about 3,000 passing, along with 18 passing touchdowns.
What's his passing?
2550.
Okay.
2,550 is his passing over/under. His rushing, I don't know if it was listed, it was like 750.
Okay.
And his passing touchdown number is at 14.5.
That one's pretty
So
spicy.
I don't need his passing to be 20 touchdowns is enough passing. That's not that much, but I need 1,300 yards rushing, and then which with that would have to be 8 rushing touchdowns. And I'm also banking on a little bit of a step back from the top guys, not much, but like last year was 2 epic years from 2 epic players.
Right.
Can they go back 10% and Justin Fields passes them? Yes.
Yeah. That's
There it is, man.
definitely pretty spicy.
You see the world though, right?
I do. I think it's reasonable. It's definitely on the higher end of the range of outcomes, but it's not an impossible thing to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So-
What would you bet? What would you think if he plays 17 games? How many rushing yards is Justin Fields gonna have?
800.
Really, that's low.
I know.
I say 1,000 minimum.
Okay.
17 games?
Yeah.
He can't average 60 a game?
I mean, there's gonna be games when he has like 10 yards rushing.
No. Justin Fields?
Possible.
I don't think
It's
so.
the Jets, man.
Okay. What's your second one?
Cam Scatterbo will be a top 15 running back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I foresee Tyrone Tracy having his 3rd fumble by week 5. And Brian Daboll says enough is enough. And Cam Scatterbo, who showed that he could be a 3-down back at Arizona State, an all-around stud of a player, is going to come in and just run the table in the NFC East.
I like calling him Scattaboo.
Yeah, I know you do, but that's not the way his name is pronounced.
Scattaboo.
Yeah.
Sounds better. Boo.
Yeah, but that's not.
Like the African American community
So
calls everyone a boo.
when he gets a touchdown, he goes over to the defensive.
They
end.
boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Mario thing.
like the goats in Mario.
I like that.
Yes.
All right.
Top 15.
Shout out to my wife for this one, number 3.
My wife.
I asked her to pick one, and I'm on board with this one. I was going to pick one that she had that I wasn't on board with, but I like this one. Chase Brown, RB number 1 overall in full PPR. It's got to be full PPR. It's not going to be half.
I don't care about that.
Well, that's the only way it's going to happen because he's going to catch 70 passes.
It
He's
could
not
happen. It
gonna
could
have
happen
that
with
many.
touchdowns.
No.
They could. The
This
offensive
guy really does not
line.
care about format.
I don't care about PPR versus half, and I don't care about 4 versus 6. Doesn't matter to me.
Well, it does matter. But anyway,
Disagree.
number 1 overall. The path is the offense goes
Where's he being
nuclear.
drafted? RB what? 8?
RB 9.
9? Okay. Yeah. It's spicy.
I know it's not. It could be spicy.
That's
but
habanero spicy.
That's something.
Okay. I like it. Number 3 for me, Drake May has a better sophomore season than Jaden Daniels.
Ooh, fantasy wise or real life?
Fantasy wise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with Kappa. I think that Jaden Daniels is going to hit the sophomore slump, and things were not going to fall into place quite as well as they did this past year with Washington. And, you get a new guy, teams start to figure things out, and Drake May is underrated. He can run. Don't forget, Drake May can run.
Well, Josh Allen.
Yeah. And Jaden Daniels completely avoided injury last year, but he got bounced around a lot at LSU and Arizona State.
Wow. Okay. Clear my throat. George Pickens leads the NFL in touchdown receptions.
Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Touchdown
So,
receptions.
That would probably make him a top 15 receiver, but I just wanted to say that.
At least a top 15 receiver, don't you think?
Well, I don't know how many catches he's going to have. He's not going to have 100 catches, but he could have 65, 70. Like a Mike Williams throwback year, right? Where he has 70 catches, 1,200 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
Okay.
That would be a top. I mean, that'd be a top 10.
Okay, so you're thinking that he becomes their go-to touchdown guy then?
Well, C.D. Lamb's not a go-to touchdown guy,
No.
and Jake Ferguson's just a guy.
Right.
And Dak Prescott has a very high touchdown prop, and he throws the
What's
end
his
zone a
touchdown
lot.
prop?
It's not crazy, like 26 and a half.
Okay.
But he is a
Probably
touchdown.
gonna get a lot
he
of
throws a lot of balls to the end zone.
You're gonna get a
running back.
You're gonna get a lot of fade routes to George Pickens this
I
year.
love it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that spicy to you? Because
Yeah, that's pretty spicy. Like lead the leagues in touchdown receptions. Like who's up there? Chase, Justin Jefferson, probably Puka
I wouldn't
Nacua.
even put Jefferson up there. He scores 8 every year.
Okay, I mean, but I'm saying like Vegas wise.
Puka scores 4 every year.
That's because he's always hurt.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of guys up there. Tight ends are up there, right? Like,
Who is up there?
I would say
Malik
Nico
Neighbors?
Collins.
Nico Collins, yeah, for sure.
Nico Collins. I would say AJ Brown.
Reception.
I would say Drake London. Definitely up there.
Okay. I mean, we can look it
Matt
up.
Ladd McConkey, Tyreek Hill still up there just based on his deep touchdowns. But yeah, that's it. George Pickens.
Okay.
What do you got?
Number 4, Devon Achane finishes as a top 3 overall skill position player. So not quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. Top 3 overall.
In half or full, or it doesn't matter to you?
Half PPR. I'm going to put it into everything.
All
I
right.
do, yeah.
Okay.
Half PPR.
Wow.
This is all about catches, receptions. If he has a 100 touchdown or 100 catch season, like he could scream to the top of those ranks.
catches, but he could have 75 or 80.
He could
He
have
had 70
100.
last year.
He could have 100. He had 70 last year. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
The beautiful
Throw
thing
the
about
ball to-
A-Chain is last year was all about volume, right?
Mhm.
The year before was all about efficiency. So we've seen in his 2 years.
So you put them together.
He's had the most efficient year ever, and he's had insane volume, which the knock on A-Chain was he's too small to carry workload.
Right.
And we saw him have
And clearly they don't
70
care about
catches, and he had 280 touches last year.
Right, and they don't care about that
So-
anymore. And who's
And they
behind
have
him?
to. Mike McDaniel has to.
Jalen Wright.
I like that. So you love A-Chain.
I do love A-Chain.
Okay.
I'm having I've got a keeper league where
That's
I got
very spicy.
keep 2. I got Puka, Amon-Ra, and Devon Achane. It's a tough choice.
Yeah, fucker.
Mhm.
Where would you, in terms of running backs, if you made this a running back stat, are you going to say top 2 running back?
I mean, if that was the
Number
case,
one
I would say
overall
number 1
running back?
overall. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know which is
Wow.
spicier, number 1 overall running back or top 3 skill
Number
position?
1 overall running back. Okay. Tucker Kraft, top 3 tight end.
Not a shot, no. That is not.
He is George Kittle.
That's not. That's not.
He is George Kittle.
Oh God, he's not nothing.
Watch Tucker Kraft. Film.
Okay.
Before you leave here, let's watch some Tucker Kraft.
We will watch a Tucker
Deal?
Kraft highlight
Deal?
reel. Yeah. Yes.
My dick's going to be out,
Good.
and I'm going to be showing it to you.
It'll be as flaccid.
But you're not going to see it because you're going to be watching Tucker Kraft bowl over dudes. Yeah, top 3 tight end. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I feel like one of the top 3 guys is going to take a step back, and this is not injury related, and it's probably more so George Kittle because I don't see the other 2 guys taking a step back with their volume. But it's not like George Kittle's going to be bad. He's going to do what he always does, right? 70 catches, 1,000 yards, and 6 or 7 touchdowns. Tucker Kraft is going to do the same exact thing.
Okay.
So he's going to be George Kittle.
I don't
so
think
maybe
he's
tight
getting,
end.
I don't think he's getting 1,000 yards. I don't think he's getting 7 touchdowns.
Well, I think he's had more than both of those, so that's why he's my tight end 3.
Okay, that's fair.
What do you got?
DJ Moore finishes as a wide receiver 4 or worse.
You!
Yeah.
Are you slamming his unders on Vegas right now?
Yeah.
Did you
What?
actually do it or not?
No, not yet.
Because he opened up at 1,025 receiving yards.
Way underneath.
Now it's down to 975.
Okay, we have been saying it for years. All DJ Moore needs is a quarterback. All he needs is a quarterback. All he needs is a quarterback. And he had his quarterback last year. Still couldn't get it done. Then they added Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, a first round and a second round pick, respectively.
Okay.
So with Cole Kmet still there, Roma Dunze expected to take a step forward, Caleb Williams being Caleb Williams, what makes me think that DJ Moore can actually get it done in this offense?
Slam those unders then.
Yeah.
Put your money where your mouth
You're
is.
also talking about Brian Johnson wants Caleb Williams to complete 70% of his passes, which is an absurd percentage for a player like Caleb Williams, which means it's going to be underneaths and dig routes and hitches and
That's good
slants. Why? Because he's going to get a
You said a wide receiver 4?
or worse.
So a wide receiver 37 or worse.
Yeah.
Wow. It's hot.
Spicy.
All right, Brian Thomas one's way more likely to hit than that.
I don't know.
Isaiah Pacheco, an RB1 this year.
That's not that spicy. He's shown flashes of upside in the past.
He's going RB28.
That's okay.
Pretty
He
spicy.
needs to make a leap, but he's done it in the past.
You think that's spicy?
It's habanero spicy.
Well, the rankings say it's spicy.
Who else is on that depth chart?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The rankings say it's spicy.
Okay,
He's
that's
going to
fair.
jump up from an RB3 to an RB1.
It's good. I like it. I like
It's
that.
a beautiful one.
It's pretty spicy, but it's not unreasonable. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Well, that's why we're doing these.
Exactly.
We're not the fucking shock jock, goddamn fantasy football counselor saying shit to say shit. What do you got?
Number 6, Kenneth Walker can't shake the injury bug and loses his job as the RB1 in Seattle permanently.
Because of an injury or a nagging injury?
Nagging injuries.
And then just
He just
doesn't get it back.
He can't get back in the field. He gets his explosiveness gets sapped, and he just can't get back to it.
So he gets Wally picked.
Yeah, he gets Wally pipped.
Okay.
Charbonnet's not the guy, but they draft somebody in 2026, and that's the guy.
Well, they drafted the guy from Miami. Mexican kind of guy, Martinez.
Yeah.
I don't think he's Mexican, but his last name is
Damian Martinez?
Yeah. Is he Mexican?
I don't know.
Martinez is Mexican, right?
Let's find out.
All right, number 7 for me, Chris Olave, 100+ catches.
100+ catches. That's pretty spicy.
Well, this is banging on him being healthy,
Right.
which is the spicy part of it. But
Spicy.
if he stays healthy, there's no world to me he doesn't have 100 catches.
Okay.
Right?
No, wait. If he's healthy, there's no way he doesn't have 100 catches?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Let's just say he plays 16
Because who else is there?
games.
Rashid Shaheed?
Not a catch guy. Deep threat.
Right.
Juwan Johnson, catch guy. And Alvin Kamara.
Well, okay, so there you go. That's
They're going to be getting their brains beaten.
There's your
dude.
hitch right
Alvin
there.
Kamara is probably going to get traded mid-season.
That'd be wild.
And Chris Olave has a lot to play for, dude.
Yeah. If
Like-
that is all about if he stays healthy, I agree. I think that's
So I guess number 7, hot take. Chris Olave stays healthy for the 2025 season. That's the
There
hot
you go.
take. Like,
Yeah.
if he stays healthy, but like that's not baked in his price. I know the injury is baked in, but like the upside isn't.
Yeah.
And like he should not be going by Khalil Shakir or Jacoby Myers.
We saw what Olave has been able to do when he's been on the field. The problem there is also you've got future journeyman at quarterback.
Let me ask you this: full PPR. Could you see the world where you should draft Olave over Jamison Williams in full PPR? I know you don't care about the rankings, but like Jamison Williams is now having more than 70 catches.
I could
this
see
year.
it. I don't think it's
A 30
likely.
catch difference. I know like 30 catches is a lot, and I'm saying 100, which is not his number.
But
It's 30
how many
points.
how many touchdowns is Detroit going to score versus
Oh, Williams could have 7, and Olave could have 3, and he'll outscore him.
Williams? Could have 12 this year.
Okay, Olave could have 6.
A one have 6.
Doesn't matter, 100 catches.
Okay. Number 7. Jackson Dart starts 4 games for the Giants, implodes completely, and is never a season-opening starter again in the NFL.
Well, that's not even a hot take.
Sure, it
Jackson
is.
Dart sucks.
He's the future of this franchise.
No, he's not. He sucks.
After Russell Wilson, I'm
No.
done. I'm so sick of
He
Russell.
sucks.
I'm aware of that.
Dude, he's worse than.
I don't
any
want
of these.
I don't want anything to do with the Lane Kiffin quarterback.
Who's the clown that the Titans took?
Cam Ward?
No, the other guy.
Will Levis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Will Levis, I feel like he's a better prospect than Jackson Dart. It's close.
Oh yeah.
It's close. Athletically. better.
Okay. Well, yeah, athletically, sure.
Okay. It's close.
Yeah.
They're the same player.
People are expecting Jackson Dart to be the future of this
Who?
franchise. People.
Giants fans?
Yes, Giants. He got drafted in the first round.
That was awful, by the way.
All right,
But okay, that's not a hot take.
I got one that's gonna blow your socks
Okay,
off.
all right. I'm sorry, that's not a hot take.
Okay.
Ken Coleman, top 24 receiver.
That's not a hot take.
He's going wide receiver 50.
50?
Yeah,
I don't know.
pretty hot take.
Okay.
How is it not a hot take? I can't go higher than that. He's not
Why
gonna have the volume.
You couldn't go top 15?
No, he's not gonna have the volume.
The only way he gets there is if he gets the volume.
You think a guy going wide receiver 50 is saying he's gonna be top a wide receiver 2
Wide receiver 50.
is not a hot take?
No, that's pretty hot take.
The
Yeah.
fuck? Jackson Dart sucks dick. After what you just said, that's way hot.
All right, here we go. You ready
It's
for
hot.
one? All right.
What do you do? Do you like that one or no?
I do. I don't think it's likely, but I mean that's why it's a hot take, right?
It is likely it's gonna happen.
Okay. Darnell Mooney will finish the year with more fantasy points than Garrett Wilson.
Wow. Even with the injury. Doesn't matter because he's gonna come back.
What? It's a minor shoulder injury. He'll be
minor-
back.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you're on the clock.
Wow, I'm always on the clock.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I just won that was the $98 thing playing the champion.
Oh, they just filled you up.
he didn't lose a yard.
Hey, come on, Vidal!
Come on, Vidal!
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? Darnell Mooney more fantasy points than Garrett Wilson.
I don't like it. I love Mooney and I love Wilson. Even if I love Mooney and hated Wilson, I don't like it. I guess I could see it. I mean, he had 900 yards. They're like the same player. It's just crazy.
And Atlanta's a better offense.
It doesn't work with my Fields quarterback one thing, and I will say this.
Your
Garrett
quarterback
Wilson-
one hinges almost
Where do
entirely
you
on
rank
rushing.
Garrett Wilson as wide receiver talent in the league?
Wide receiver talent?
Wide receiver talent.
I don't know. Top quarter? Top 5th, maybe?
Oh. You're saying top 20?
Yeah. He's probably there.
Top 10, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm okay. Wait.
You think Brian Thomas Jr. is a better player than Garrett Wilson?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. You think Ladd McConkey's better?
It's close. Yeah. No, I don't. It's Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson.
Nico Collins or Garrett Wilson?
Nico Collins.
Better than Garrett Wilson.
Much better talent. Than
What?
Garrett Wilson's shown it. He's just fine. He's a guy.
No way,
he's,
dude.
He's Darnell Mooney plus.
St. Brown or Garrett Wilson?
St. Brown.
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
Better talent?
Oh, much better talent.
Dude. You're on crack cocaine.
Absolutely not.
Dude.
Garrett Wilson is fine.
Garrett Wilson's an elite player.
I don't know about that. If he was an elite player, he'd be drafted in the top 10 wide receivers.
No, he's never had a quarterback.
That's what they keep saying. That's what everybody keeps saying. You know who overcomes that shit? Elite talent.
Yeah, like Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
He did it every year. Okay,
So did
good
Larry
call.
Fitzgerald.
Good call. Different prototypes. All right, number 9, Bo Nix outside the top 16 for quarterbacks.
That's pretty spicy. He's what, quarterback 6 or 8 or something
8.
like that? Yeah. That's gonna take a big fall off
The
from him.
defense is elite. The playmakers are trash.
Yeah, the more I think
He
about
is an
that
overrated
situation,
quarterback.
I don't know if he's overrated.
I loved Bo Nix coming out. You know I was higher on him than anyone else.
Yeah, you were pretty high on him.
Quarterback 2.
And now
quarterback
it's
3.
all
He's good.
it's all situation for you.
And you love Sean Payton, don't you? Or you hate him?
No.
Okay. Everyone's just saying,
Sean
Sean
Payton's
Payton.
overrated.
All right. So the system isn't as good as you think. The receivers and weapons suck. They do suck. It's like bottom 5 in the league in terms of talent. And the defense is top 5. That's a recipe.
I don't know if it's bottom 5. You got to put the Jets in there. You got shitty Garrett Wilson there.
Who had a better situation? C.J. Stroud coming into last year or Bo Nix coming into this year? The offensive line
better
makes it
offensive
close.
situation, better
overall situation for fantasy
Oh,
production.
Bo Nix.
Really?
With the defense, sure.
But the defense isn't good. You don't want a good defense behind you.
You're
Texans
saying,
have a good
okay,
defense.
so I'm thinking of it
For fantasy
for
points,
fantasy
better
purposes. Okay.
environment. Joe Burrow had a great environment because his defense sucked last year.
Exactly.
Right?
Dak has had great seasons because his defense has been trash and his offensive
Opportunistic, but trash.
and his offensive line has been amazing.
Better situation. C.J. Stroud in 2024 or Bo Nix in 2025?
It's still Bo Nix because of the offensive line.
Right?
The offensive line in Houston last year was abysmal. Bottom 3 by
Okay.
every metric.
But C.J. Stroud was quarterback 26 last year.
Okay, that's
And
bad.
he was drafted at quarterback 6. You don't see the comparisons?
No, I do. I'm not disagreeing. I think that's. It's,
Are you going to
it's
lower your Bo
spicy.
Nix rank now?
No, I'm not going to lower it because
You
of
have
that.
him at 8.
I have him at 8. I do have him at 8.
Gross, bro.
Where do you have him?
16.
I guess
I actually have him at 16.
that's. I mean, you are.
But my hot take, I should say outside top 20, but like, it's because the range from 8 to 16 is all the same guys.
It's true.
But yeah, outside top 16.
It's still
easy
pretty
money.
spicy
Easy
because
money.
you're talking eight spots there.
Easy money.
All right, my number 9 ties in with your George Pickens one previously. This is CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens both finished as top 10 wide receivers.
Ooh. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
Got a mediocre defense, very little in the running game.
So why don't you have Dak Prescott as a top 6 quarterback then?
Well, just because I have hot takes doesn't mean that
No, I'm saying your hot take should also be just Dak Prescott finishes top 6.
well, I had other hot takes.
Okay. All right. Last one. Talked about this guy ad nauseum. Brian Robinson Jr. RB1 and half PPR.
Ryan Robinson Jr. Our overall RB1?
No.
Okay.
I can't have 2 RB1s.
I was gonna say that's like
No, top 12.
That's like
Hey man, he's going running back 30. So
insane pepper.
He's going
Oh,
running back 30.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a
top
hot
12.
that's a hot take. But you know me, I'm with you on Brian Robinson. I love the guy. So
I don't care if they take a step back. That just means leaning the run a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Austin Eckler is more likely to break down, especially with Terry McLaurin. Like, dude, there's just a lot of question marks there. Brian Robinson is a steady Eddie. He's going to get a lot of work, and his touchdown numbers in Vegas and just what he should have. I see 12 to 14 touchdowns.
that's pretty spicy.
Dude, you
It's a
can
lot.
see it, right?
I can see the path for it, but I agree that it's a spicy take. It's a hot take.
That's why it's on here.
Okay.
What do you got?
Mine isn't like too super spicy but I want to give some people some actionable advice. My last one is Ray Davis surpasses James Cook on the Bills depth chart by week 6 and becomes their running back 1. Their 3-down back.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Talent outwins.
Talent will prevail.
Yeah, talent wins out. James Cook was fine at Georgia. He's a fine player.
He's a good player.
Ray Davis is an elite talent. So he becomes the RB1 there.
Wow.
So my advice to you is go out and get Ray Davis.
Yeah, elite handcuff, RB44.
Sure.
I'm going to throw my last honorable mention in here
Okay.
because I only have one tight end. We're just going to throw Kyle Pitts in here. It's I have to do it. And shout out to the OG original Hot Take episode that we did. I had Kyle Pitts breaking the all-time receiving.
Rookie receiver?
No, it was the year after that. I had him breaking.
Oh, the all-time tight end?
Yes.
Didn't
He got hurt.
Wasn't that what? Didn't Trey McBride break it and then Kelsey break it right
Yeah,
after?
it's
Something like
broken.
that?
And either way, I'm not saying he's going to break the record. Okay. Top 8 tight end.
Yeah, that's pretty spicy.
That's very spicy.
I don't see any way that happens.
Well, I do. The talent.
Talent.
He used to have it.
He's had talent for 3 years. He's been in the
Maybe,
league.
I don't know. Maybe they figured
Plus,
out.
also, don't
I
forget,
know. Who knows?
when
Who
Penix
knows?
was
Who
playing
knows?
last year, I think Kyle Pitts had like a 12% target share or something. Really weak.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, no, everyone had a bad target share because Drake London had a fucking 50% target share.
That's pretty good.
Let's answer some questions here.
Let's answer some questions.
What we got?
Okay. If Godwin's out for the first half of the year, did you already go through this one?
No.
Okay. If Godwin's out for the first half of the year and Evans pulls his weekly hammy, who will become the most desirable Tampa Bay wide receiver?
Timbuka.
Yeah, I think it is Igbuka. McMillan's fine. He's not just a guy, but he's not nearly the talent that Igbuka is. Don't forget, this is Ohio State wide receiver factory, and Igbuka is the all-time reception yards leader at Ohio State. So Fields' pass TD over-under is only 14.5.
It's true.
That's rough.
Love it. Already
Let's
bet
not
the
forget,
over. Already
Jay
bet the
Daniels
over.
is a string bean. That narrative disappeared as well. All right. See that guy when he gets hit at LSU? Go watch him. He gets flopped around like one of those wavy, wacky, inflatable arm flailing tube guys. Dimmons does Dallas. He's pretty bullish on the boys. Who's Dimmons?
Me.
Oh,
Simmons.
Dimmons.
Yeah. My buddy has a speech impediment.
I got the boys too. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb's going to be a great combo. Cowboys offense hums this year. Love the Ray Davis call. There we go. Ray Davis call. That's it.
We love it. We love
Hot
it.
takes,
All
baby.
right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Kappa, especially you. In a couple weeks, actually, Kappa's coming on.
Oh, beautiful.
And we're going to do Upside Floor together.
All right.
We need a third guy for that, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Why not have the OG of the OGs?
Yep.
Yep. He is.